Hello, everyone.
Hello.
What's up, Rob?
Um,
Let's go.
Right. Yeah, my energy level is like at 0.
Yeah, I got some coffee. I'm working on mine, man.
It's been a long week.
We can already shut down the stream. We already made $3. What's up, Roberto? Thank you.
You know, I got demonetized on my channel. So I have to reach out to them and find out why. I don't understand.
Are you not leaving your live streams up?
I am.
That's weird.
I think it's my saboteurs at work.
That's possible. Hey, Mick. Nick and Elliot. And Nick.
Yes.
Oh.
Why don't you say everyone's name?
I am, man. That's what you do.
Is it?
Yes. Delphina's here. Hey, Delphina.
Hello. I met Delphina in person, Chris.
It's unfortunate for her.
Well, probably.
What, did you give her a record or something?
Yeah, she had wanted that is it Dave Holland Quintet? What?
Yeah.
And I gave her another record, but I have other records that she wants that I just have, so I'm gonna give those to her too.
That's awesome, man. I would like to have that Dave Holland record too. I haven't heard it. But
yeah, I found a nice. I mean, the copy I gave her is VG-ish.
Yeah,
and I found a better copy. It's good. You know, I'm getting more. I've always gotten ECM records, but I've picked up more, like that. You know, Jazz Bum Mike lays down things that we should talk about.
right.
And his ass ain't gonna show up tonight. So
right.
I showed. So one record I picked up, I don't know if I showed it, but is Kick Ass, and I think people say it's one of the better ECM records. Is the
this works with two people? Oh, it works just like that. Okay.
Is this Dewey Redming quartet? Found a promo. This doesn't go for much, but this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, Mike has that one. He said he liked it too. I haven't listened to it.
Charles Eubanks, Mark Helias, and Ed Blackwell. Good.
Now, what kind of? I mean, what does it sound? What is it?
I mean, I think there's one song that gets pretty crazy, but it's just pretty much more straight.
Cool.
Jazz, you know.
I've obviously heard of Dewey Redmond, but I don't think I have anything in my collection.
It's post pop, but around the fringes, it gets a little avant-garde. There's one more free jazzy part to it.
I got a record like that.
I highly recommend this. I can't believe I didn't pay much for it.
That's cool.
Even from it.
You know, this one's kind of like that. This one may be a little bit more fringy. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the actual original version of it. You probably know. This Richard Davis. It was on Cobblestone.
Remember, I picked up all those Richard Davis records, and a couple were signed. That has another cover.
No, this is a reissue, but I'm trying to remember. It's the Philosophy of something or other.
If I dig through all my Richard Davises, I think he's on his pictures on the cover.
Yeah, this one's great though. I mean, it's got him and Chick Corea, Sam Brown, Bill Lee, Sonny Brown, and Frankie Dunlop. But this is a German reissue I got off Discogs, and it's got this. It's called Happy Bird, the label. Have you seen any of these?
No.
Somebody in the Discord was saying that it was a good reissue label out of Germany. I think
it's not like a mafia label.
No, man, it's out of Germany, man. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
It's from Michael 45 when he was young.
Oh no.
The 70s.
You're going to be viciously attacked.
Why would I be viciously attacked for that? When he was younger, how about that?
Okay, I'm going to show you the one I have.
All right.
Okay. Without digging for records.
Oh.
You don't have to make me big because I'm going to share the screen.
Oh, well. It's really
okay, it's this one with his face on the cover. That one.
Oh, that's this.
It's the same record, just different covers.
No, wait a minute. That's not the original, though, right?
Well, let's look.
That's the original. Yeah, the Philosophy of the Spiritual. Right. So there's a bunch of covers of this one.
There's your horrible Happy Bird copy. And this is the one I have.
It's like a bootleg. Yours is a bootleg, clearly.
Hey, listen, man.
It's a good record, though.
No. I mean, here's what's funny. The one Richard Davis record that's worth a lot of money is not. You think you're going to get some sort of like avant-garde craziness? No, it's pretty tame, and I don't understand why it goes for a lot of money.
Okay.
I can go back and show. Hold on. Let's see.
Trying to give Delfino a wrench under Joe's orders, which I've completed now.
Joe who?
Joe Marino.
Well, he controls everything, doesn't he?
Yes, clearly.
So this is the one dealing. You look at the cover and you go, man, that's a serious record right there.
Right, exactly.
That looks like you're gonna have to take a shower after listening to it.
Especially with the lion-headed bass.
Right. And then I have this one, and he autographed it. And look how much it goes for. A lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But it's pretty tame. It's not
good?
avant-garde. Your buddy's on there, Clifford Jordan.
Oh, well, I have to have it now.
But it's for some reason it's a lot of money.
I mean, some of those music just didn't make room any, I guess. I don't know.
It's some guy decided he wanted to pay a lot for it.
I like this username. Elegant Eggnog.
Well, be careful.
Yeah.
They come in and trick you. Here, since
such a sweet little icon, man. Come on.
Mike wanted to talk about ECM, so I have a bunch here. This is one I highly recommend. Leo Smith. He's a trumpet player. This is really good, very avant-garde. Who else is on here with him? You got your Dwight Andrews, Bobby Naughton, Charlie Hayden, Lester Bowie, and Kenny Wheeler. But Lester Bowie and Kenny Wheeler are only on one song, but it's really good.
Is that the craziest song on the record?
No, I guess it's all pretty avant-garde.
That's cool.
With fringes of free jazz. And then
wait, is that the guy that does the yodeling and shit?
No.
Okay.
And then this I recommend if you ever see a Sam Rivers record, pick it up. But this is really good. And I think you can get a current pressing of this is available. So
Brad, which record kicks ass?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Oh.
Listen, we show so many records here. Okay, and then I just sold the CD of this sealed for $25.
Angelo. For a CD?
Yeah, it was sealed for $25.
That's cool.
Jazz CDs can go for some money, but I have the album, and this is really good.
That looks good, yeah. I'd like that, I'm sure.
Yeah. And then I recently found a 1992 of this, so I'm going to sell the current pressing I got on my auction on Sunday.
Okay, that's cool.
But this is great because it's basically ECM reissued the two Jimmy Giuffre 3 albums from 1961.
Now, were those on Atlantic originally?
Verve.
Oh, Verve. Okay, weird.
There was it was one Thesis and one's Fusion. I have a mono copy of Thesis.
So Brad is accusing you of underselling Dealin' by Richard Davis.
I'm not selling it.
No, undersold. You made it sound like it wasn't as good a record as it is.
No, I'm not. Okay. What did you were there when I said, you look at that cover, you think you're going to get something that your brain's going to hurt and you're going to have to take a shower. That's what I said. Okay. It's not that. There's the Richard Davis. I have like now 10 Richard Davis records. The one that is live, this one, because I'm not digging for records. So let me see.
It looks like Mr. Maslov needs some sign language from you. Can you help him out?
No.
No?
So this Richard Davis record right here, am I showing it?
I don't see anything.
No, I'm going to show it. Hold on.
Brandon and AI?
This Richard Davis record is a live record. This is the one that you sweat, you have double vision afterwards.
Yes.
You're questioning your placement on Earth after watching it.
Yeah, I want that.
It's not the other one.
I want that just because his glasses look cool.
You mean it's not Philosophy of the Spiritual? It's not Dealin', it's that one?
Yeah.
Dealing is very tame comparatively.
Dealing is the best one, though.
It's the most expensive one, but it's not like free jazz.
No, it's not. It's groovy.
Yeah, it's like funky.
It's groove based.
Nice. That sounds like I would like it then.
Yes, you based yourself with groove.
Absolutely. So, are you in a hostage situation, Brandon? What's going on with
Yes.
there?
Yeah.
Blink twice if you're
He's
okay.
filming the sequel to Step Brothers.
I'm in my studio.
Oh, cool.
Because Trisha's cooking with the fryer, and I just wanted it to be quiet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Angelo, that Matt Waldron actually, I believe, is the first album that ECM put out. And I got the reissue that came with an extra disc. That's the one I guess you could get right now.
He actually did one before that was called Spanish Bitch, but it wasn't. It was done in the ECM studio, and it was produced by Eichler, but it was not. And it's also a Mal Waldron piano trio, but it was. I think it might have been before they had really ECM had been completely set up. So it was released on Globe Japan, and it's equally good, if not better, than the Free at Last record.
What can you get? I mean, has there been a recent pressing of it, or you have to?
No, it is
hard to get.
Japanese pressing, and it keeps going up and up. It's about $250 to $300 now. So it was when I got it. It was in the hovering around the $100 area, but it's long past 200 now. It's fantastic, but it would be really nice if someone reissued that one.
But there's how many? There's like 20 Mal Waldron Japanese pressed records because I have a bunch of them.
Yeah, but this one is on par with that ECM recording as far as like the quality, and it's actually a similar. The only difference is it's a different drummer. It's the same bass player, Isla Erkinger, I think. It's the name of the bass player, and it's a different drummer. It's one of my favorite records. I play it probably more than any other record I own.
Well, Angelo paid €240 for a VG Plus copy
Of Spanish Bitch.
No, I don't know, whichever record he was talking about.
Or of the first
ECM.
The first ECM.
Yeah.
I have the same thing that Rob has. I have that reissue that's great.
It's great.
It's one of the best deals out there. You can still find them for $40.
Oh, okay.
It's a double LP.
Here, I have it right over here. Let me go grab it.
ECM equals Elliott Cruz music.
I think it's like number 1000, which would be like number 1 or something like that, or 1001. It's really good, and I think you could probably still find pretty good. I might even know where to get one. So
I have a copy of the worst ECM record ever produced.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's see.
That's the first ECM record ever, but not in its original form.
No, because it came out as one album.
And you get the extra photos and the gatefold.
Yeah. Let me show you.
And the extra tracks are just as good as the record.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the photos are really cool. That's a fantastic. Go find it, Chris. Go find it.
I will.
Now, go find it.
I'm not finding anything now. I'm broke. Can't buy any records right now.
What's the number? 1001 or something like that?
What do you mean?
ECM 1001 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extended edition. Nice.
Free at last. Oh, yeah. And here's the booklet.
Yeah. And you get a booklet. All for about, well, it was when new, it was like $38 to $40. So
yeah, that's how much I paid for it.
Yeah. Quite considering what high quality reissues are going for, I think a double LP for $40 is pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So
highly recommend.
When did that come out, you think?
This came out in
2 years ago?
19.
Okay. 4 years ago.
It was its 50th anniversary, right?
Oh,
I think so. It seemed like there was a few ECM reissues that came out around then of like the heavy hitters. There was like one of the Keith Jarrett, Dewey Redman, Jack DeJohnette. ones that came
It's getting
out.
a little more expensive now, it looks like, and there's no copies there's one in the United States. Jeez.
Of the reissue?
Yes.
Because the original's pretty pricey too, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna pay $50-$60. It looks like for a copy now.
Which I think still is pretty good for what you get.
If for my auction, I have 2 copies, minty copies of the Cologne concert, Keith Jarrett. If people are looking for that,
I'm sure Michael bought one from you.
Here, I'll show shit I picked up this week, but mainly
let's see it
today. So I found a 70s pressing of this. This is awesome. This is it seems like Sonny did records for every single label there is. This is with Hank Jones, Al Lucas, and Ozzie Johnson. Great. I don't think there's a few Sonny Stitt with strings or something, but most of the stuff I find is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an extra copy I'm selling. So there's a high-end audio store here in LA called Common Wave. Great guy runs it. Very high-end stuff. I've gone to events there. And occasionally he'll free up a storage space with a record sale.
Where is it located? Where in LA?
Downtown LA.
Okay.
I did a video where they were selling off a MoFi collection before everything went down. That's where I found my Blossom Dearie, expensive Blossom Dearie record there. So here's the thing that gets me. It's always the one that gets away. There was a section for dollar records, and most were roughed up. But the guy next to me pulled that John Jenkins, Kenny Burrell record. And if it was, there were only 2 original kind of pressings of it, 57 and 71. Mm-hmm. And they had the Blue Note label on it. I guess one was either a United Artists or Liberty, and then the OG. I don't know. I don't remember which one he got. I went and looked at it, and it wasn't as bad as it looked. But if it was the 57, no matter what condition it is, in even G minus, that thing is expensive. Goes for tons of dough. And that guy got for $1. But I got this for $1. Nice. And this is pretty G plus. I haven't played it. I cleaned it. This goes for dough. So
even in that condition?
Yep.
Yeah, it's an early Mobley.
Yeah, this is a Plasticine New York label. It's OG mono.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I'll show the dollar records first before I show the kick-ass shit I got today. Another dollar record, pretty rough. I haven't cleaned it yet, but it was $1. So.
Yeah.
This was I believe this is a Netherlands pressing.
Yeah, I have that pressing too.
Yeah, and dollar. This is pretty rough. Then I got a whole collection of Al Green. Most I have, so I'll clean these up and maybe sell them to someone as a bundle.
Yeah.
Another Al Green. Okay, here. Okay, then I picked up this $15, pretty nice condition. I know this doesn't go for much, but they had a lot of Funkadelic Parliament records. I was ready to buy a lot of them, but they were just not in good shape for the amount of money they were charging.
Yeah.
Okay, this was $1. I just cleaned it. It sounds pretty amazing. And this is not a cheap.
Wow.
So I have a sealed reissue that came out maybe 8 years ago. I have it up for sale. But this is an OG. It plays loud and bright with slight noise behind it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this will probably, between this and Hank Mobley, will pay for everything.
Yeah, I saw a copy that was probably maybe VG recently that I probably should have picked up, but it was VG and it was 80. So
yeah, I would call this VG and maybe I'll sell it for 80. It was $1. Okay, here's the killer shit. This Pharoah Sanders, Jewels of Thought. Maybe this his like 3rd or 4th record?
I don't remember, but I used to have it on CD.
Great record. His stuff is great, free jazzy. But this I don't know what I spent on this. Maybe like $40.
35.
Pretty
40. Good.
Yeah. This is my new favorite Pharoah Sanders record.
Stemby, right?
They need to reissue this.
Yeah, that one's the best.
This is more user friendly than the Chad one. This is amazing.
Yeah, that record is really cool.
Yeah, this is very good.
Looks cool.
Highly recommend this.
I had a copy, but it was really trashed, and I ended up selling it because it was just too beat.
Both of these play great. Very VG plus-ish.
Are you gonna sell those, or are those going into the collection?
In the collection, whatever I rethink how my collection is, it includes, because I picked up Africa. By the way, I'll show you. There's a couple of pressings of Africa out now. There's a Music on Vinyl, like celebrating timeless records, who put it out with numbered.
The other really user-friendly one is Tawheed. That's the other one that's really
of the original.
What is user-friendly?
Impulse ones, right?
Yeah, it's a.
But Africa, I think Tidal Wave, Light in the Attic has a version, and that they had that for like a special one, but they just put out a like normal one for under $30. I highly recommend you get it. I bought it at Amoeba for $29.
Cool.
Double record, really good.
Of Stemby or of what?
No, Africa.
Of Africa.
Yeah. Like Africa came out in the 80s. It's timeless, but it's, if you like Pharoah Sanders, it's great.
Okay.
All right. I got this. This is a Black Bee. It's Van Gelder and the Dead Wax. This is the mint. This was like the only mint record they had there. This is out. I paid slightly more than it goes for, probably with shipping and sales tax, because I paid in cash, so he didn't charge me sales tax. So, this is a great underrated Herbie Hancock record.
Yeah, I think that's the same pressing I own too.
Yeah, awesome record. Highly recommend. I have a sealed 75th. I'm probably selling on Sunday. So, okay, here's the record of the whole day.
Yeah.
This is a 1975 pressing, not the original label. This is very VG. There's none for sale of this on Discogs. Easily $100 record. I paid $54 for it.
Cool.
And sounds with slight noise, very little noise, but it sounds great.
Yeah. It's okay if that record has a little noise. It's kind of supposed to.
There were a lot of Funkadelic Parliament, but yeah, I couldn't spend $25 on a VG minus record, you know.
No.
And then I got all my shipments came in. I haven't even listened to these or opened them.
I like that one. I listened to that last week. It's good.
This was part of the You Discover buy 2 get 1 free. And then
I didn't get that one yet. Oh well.
Then I got this. And then Ingroove had a sale. I don't know if anyone knew about that.
I didn't.
I got this for $29.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You didn't have it.
No.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's great.
And then
Side 4 is the best.
Based on Mike Notes and Tones recommendation, because I'm very weary of We Want Sounds. I picked this up.
How does it sound to you?
I had to clean it a couple times, but it sounds good. I'm starting to like all the Harold Land stuff he did with Bobby Hutcherson. I guess between Blue Note and Mainstream, they did tons of stuff together.
And there's the one Cadet one.
Yeah, I only have half of that because really I got that Yusef Lateef that was mispressed.
Yeah.
Thank you for recognizing the greatness of my joke, Delphina. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to you.
I'm sorry if I missed it.
It's okay.
I'm not. So the Yusef Lateef I got Cadet is mispressed. Half has a Lou Donaldson record on one side, and the other half has that Harold Lamb Quartet on it. So that's a cheap way to get half that record.
The freeway, huh?
So right now I have 7 OG Pharoah Sanders records.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
That's cool.
And I didn't pay a lot. 3 of them I found at a thrift store. So,
how's the Humming Guru working for you?
A+. I think that is the best investment anyone can put in. I was at the high-end record store and we were talking about it, and the guy goes, yeah, I looked into about selling them, but I have to buy 16 of them. I go, buy 16 of them. You'll sell those.
Oh, yeah.
You'll get those.
I put it up there as one of my 2 best investments are the Humming Guru and a Japanese Denon mono cartridge. Those are probably way up there on my list.
I'd say for someone who sells and needs to clean a lot of records, it's cut my cleaning time in by a third. I get better results.
It's weird though, right? Because it doesn't seem like, I mean, it takes longer.
But you don't have you don't have to do anything.
Right, you don't have to fuck with it. Exactly.
Well, I've tried different things out.
Yeah.
I'm noticing if I don't use a surfactant, there's not a drastic difference.
I haven't ever used a surfactant in it. It's fine.
But I'm pre-spraying it now. Pre-spraying the record with a solution of water and alcohol, and seeing if that does anything. So we'll see. But Angelo, did you get one? Right now, I believe if you listen to records and buy records, it's essential you have something to clean it. And if the spin clean, if you like doing something like that.
Well, for me, like for you stuff, I do both. That's why you can see right behind me, I got the spin clean and the Humming Guru sitting back there, and it actually works pretty well.
I just can't use the spin clean because I feel like Ron Pelpel is narrating everything I do when I use
it. I love how it's the size of the Humming Guru, and just it's actually in the basement, so I actually go down and throw a record in. But I usually am, and then I go back up and I'll listen to a side of a record, and I'll go clean another one and listen to a side of a record. So I'm not like sitting there waiting for it to finish.
Right.
It finishes, it probably sits there for 5 to 10 minutes, and I throw another one in. But I do 4 to 5 records a day just to do them.
Yeah, the thing I need to get into is how often I change the water. Obviously, it's going to look brown, but the filter. So I'm buying a roll of the fish tank filters that you have probably have to put down to size.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't matter what it is. Hey Dex, what are you doing?
I don't think that's true at all.
What?
Said you might as well beat your records on rocks by the river with a spin clean. I don't think that's true.
Well, listen, don't knock Mr. Vinyl. He's
I'm not knocking anyone. I just disagree.
I don't need you getting into another feud.
Hey, as long as we're not attacked, we don't get into feuds, man. By the white knights that make salads.
Save up your money, get the Humming Guru. It's the best investment.
It's for the price. It's the best.
I agree.
Here's the common sense thing about it. Don't you want to be the smart guy in the room where you go buy $1 Betty Davis record, you take it from G plus to VG automatically by doing this.
Mm-hmm.
By cleaning it ultrasonic, I put it in money terms. I've already taken a $5 record and made it easily a $10 or $15 record. But for listening, for your pleasure, you've taken a record, and you could turn a VG record into a VG plus record easy. By cleaning.
Well, even for like new records, I mean, what was it? Oh, I know. Oh, let me find it. That Fats Navarro record, the classic series that just came out.
Yeah, it was noisy.
It was super noisy. It was filthy. And it was just dirty as hell. It had the polyline sleeve too, but it was just.
I heard they sprinkled some of Fats's ashes on each copy.
That'd be cool. Apparently, I've lost it. Oh well. I think I put it up already. But anyway, it's the new classic series, Fats Navarro. That record's great, by the way. I liked it better than the Miles one.
The early Fats, the
Yeah.
yellow cover.
Yeah, the yellow cover one. Yeah, that's great.
Wasn't he the one? He was heavy drug user, right? He died like he was 25 or 26, right?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, he never saw his promise.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of, I think, 10-inch stuff that they
that's what they
cobbled
did
together. Like the same thing with the those Thelonious Monk ones, right? The early 1500 series Thelonious Monk.
Yeah,
ones.
the same with the Miles Davis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They're
the Miles
all
Davis is good. Like I'm not.
they're
shitting on it.
50s. They're 50s 10-inch, and they stack like 2 or 3 on a record.
Yeah. Yeah, the Fats Navarro had a bunch of duplicate songs on it, but it didn't bother me. It was fine.
Well, I'll show you guys what I got. Chris didn't see because I was on Rob's stream and I didn't.
Yeah. Did you ever watch my stream, Chris?
No, I can't watch old streams. I just don't. I want to try to make it next week, though, but every time you've had one the last month, some disaster has happened.
Thank you for your support.
Seriously.
I picked up this today, Frank Lowe.
Cool.
Fresh. It's actually pretty cool.
How? Yeah, again, those things are cheap. How much you spend for it?
$10.
Yeah.
The
Arista Freedoms are cheap.
Ted Curson, the same $10.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. That I just picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the second record that goes with that?
No.
I'll show it to you while you're showing.
But I might, if it's an old one, I might have it. I might have the original.
I just grab those when I see them mostly. If I see those Arista Freedoms for $5-10, I just buy them.
Oh, okay. I've seen that one before.
All right, so half of this is from that session. Side 1. Side 2 is at the Jazz
Montreux or something.
I don't think it's. Let me see. Side 2 is at Yugoslavia Jazz Festival.
Okay, I'll look for that one. That's on Arista as well.
Side 1 is the same session from that album, and that album's a masterpiece. I'm looking for that. It's not expensive.
No, it's not. It's a cheap masterpiece.
Yeah,
this is really cool. This is Jan Johansson. He's a Swedish. This is just piano and bass. George Riedel on the bass. And it's just beautiful. It's actually, I think Jazz på svenska just means Swedish jazz, I think. I'm not positive on that. So don't
or you just cussed in Swedish.
Or I just said, yeah, you Swedish whore.
No.
You're talking sweet to Rob there.
Yeah.
And then this is Harvey Mandel, Baby Batter. It's funk.
Yeah, people have been showing that a lot lately. What's the deal?
Apparently it was sampled on. It's one of those records that's been sampled a lot. So just like The Awakening got really expensive because it was sampled on a lot of records. The same with that one, but it's not expensive. I got it for $10.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, he's a guitar player, so you think of John McLaughlin. When like the John McLaughlin like electric, slightly distorted leads. Kind of stuff.
Man, you're the best at impersonating.
You are.
Joe Farrell, Moon Germs, which is really good.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have this one. I'm not sure why, because I have so many CTIs. But it's like Herbie Hancock. It's Stan Clark before he became Stanley. Anyway, it's really good. This is pretty cool. I'm kind of going after Schnitter.
Schnitter on this one?
Yeah, I see that one, but it looks like it's like
it looks terrible, doesn't it?
It looks like a wedding album.
It looks awful.
Yeah.
The cover is awful. It's horrendous. It's like 70s tampon ad or something.
Yeah. It's a douche.
But it's actually quite good. And he plays with Barry Miles on a few records, and Barry Miles plays mostly Rhodes on this. It's pretty cool. So it's funky.
That's cool.
It actually sounds a bit like a CTI album.
Is it cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cheap. But the best Eric Klaus one is Doors.
Doors is by far the best.
Yeah.
In fact, that's why I got this one.
Yeah.
None of them seem to be as good as Doors. I got this one as well.
Yeah, I see that one too. But Doors is like an ECM record.
Yeah. This one's like a CTI record. as well, but not as good. I got this for $5, and it's a $5 record.
So skip it, maybe.
I would get Doors or the Body's Warmth, which is the one I just showed before that. I would get one of those two.
Okay.
I picked. This was kind of cool. It was still sealed, still in the shrink, sealed.
Yeah, I've got that. That's a good one.
I think I'm just gonna guess, and I don't know factually. That must be the most popular Heirs to Freedom record.
They're everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
they pressed a lot of those. I found a sealed copy of it.
Me too.
It might be the same
what the fuck?
The guy selling it at the records place that I go to, like it's a mercantile, and he had 2 sealed copies, and I just
I think that's the most pop. All the Heirs to Freedom records are reissues of hard to get small press records.
Right.
So I don't think you can find an original of that, but the Freedom one is popular.
Yeah, it's hard to find an original, but the original's not insanely expensive, but it's $120 or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I finally got this.
Isn't that a killer record?
It is, and I listened to 2 more of her records while I was there because now that I know who she is, and this one was my favorite, so that's the one I picked up.
Because Joe Henderson, it's the best lineup she has on one of her records.
Yeah, the other one I might get the key, the one with the key on the front. I might.
That one's great, man. I like that one.
That's like a Bill Evans-ish because she's playing with Marty Morell and no, not Marty Morell. Definitely Eddie Gomez.
Eddie Gomez and Jack DeJohnette.
Yeah, that's good.
And then I also picked up. These are from Acoustic Sounds, the Pure Pleasure.
I need to get those.
And
definitely the Billy Harper because that's the first.
This one's just as good. This one's so good.
Billy Harper's the first Strata East record, right?
I think it's one of the early ones.
Yeah.
What are those $60?
They were 41 a piece.
Yeah.
Okay. And free shipping on Acoustic Sounds. So
not anymore.
Oh well,
he raised his free shipping to $100 today.
Yeah. Also, what was I going to say?
Well, that just shucks.
Yeah, it's a very schnitter move of him.
I think I ordered the 3 reissues for the Prestige ones, and I got the free shipping. But I ordered 3 of the records. It was way more than 100.
I think that's it. Everything else I have is for the trumpet thing.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't going to do this trumpet thing.
Yeah, nobody's here this week.
I know. Nobody showed up. Like Mike, so we can call it Mike. He sets up a theme and then doesn't show up, man.
No.
Yeah, he made such a big deal about the trumpet shit.
I know. We'll have to save it now. All right.
Well,
so
I have my underrated trumpet players if you guys decide to do it.
By the way, here's what I want to say.
Okay.
That if we sell out an album, can you show the Ted Curson album, Brandon, again?
Oh.
I just ordered a copy of it. I've had it in my cart on Discogs for a while. Go get it.
Freedom one?
Yeah, I found this.
Tears for Dolphy? You mean Tears for Dolphy?
Yes, and this one is flip top. Half of it is from that same session. I found this for $5.
But there's no overlap of tracks. It's tracks that aren't on this.
No, it's it's Bill Barron, Herb Bushler, and Dick Burke.
See, I found out of Ted Curson
on there. Cool.
Bill Barron has a record called Modern Windows.
Yeah,
which I think is on Savoy, and it's epic. It's just it's a ridiculously modern. I guess it's called Modern Windows, right? It's a ridiculously cool post-bop record from like 1960. It's really cool.
All right, we got to do some housekeeping here. Nicole's wondering where the other bums are. So Felipe is in Brazil, and we don't know where Mike is. He may have been kidnapped.
No, Mike had to pick up his wife from the airport, and he was amazed at a town in Connecticut that's 30 minutes from where he lives. He's never been there before, and the houses are gigantic and beautiful.
So
I said that the cops were going to pull him over for being too poor to drive through that town.
Yes.
He's probably in some weird, crazy dungeon.
Some rich person's house.
Yeah, he has a gimbal in his mouth.
Some weird, crazy, rich Nazis got him.
Oh God.
Well, fantasies.
No, keep that to yourself, man.
What's the other house playing? I don't know where Notes and Tones is. Maybe
I don't know where Mike is either. Where so you didn't miss it. This was a bait and switch. Felipe's in Brazil.
Listen,
Him
Nicole,
and the Reverend, the esteemed Reverend, did meet each other.
you get the least interesting bum people here tonight.
How dare you? We're the best.
Yeah, you get the.
How much is the humming guru?
You get the hobos.
Yes.
What?
I was asking Rob how much you paid for the humming
So
guru.
so it looks like the guru now is being shipped from the U.S. Mine was shipped from Fontana, which is around L.A. I got the base with none of the 7-inch or 10-inch attachments. It was $3 something, and then another $50 for shipping. So it was around 400-ish, and
So
it came in less than 2 days because it shipped from locally. And I'm very happy. No sales tax. So
that's half the shipping price that I paid because I got it from Hong Kong.
Yeah, because now it's here in the U.S. It is on Amazon, but they're selling it for around $500. Don't buy it on Amazon. Just go to Humming Guru. It'll ship from here in the U.S. You should get it within 5 days. It came. Did it come FedEx or UPS? It didn't come by regular mail.
Mine came pretty fast from Hong Kong. Even it showed up in like 5 days.
You're in the West Coast, so it comes fast.
That's what I do too, Caesar. Exactly. All right.
Yeah, I do. If my records are really dirty, I actually hit it with a cloth.
That's fair.
You know, if it's got some serious, I have my microfiber cloths and that I'll hit a big booger if I see one and just take it off.
Well, I am noticing when it dries it, maybe some of the dirt kind of gets dried onto it, but you just wipes right off.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's really, if you want to use, the thing is, if you want to use a surfactant, it's not really a cleaning agent. It's designed to have the dirt kind of fall off when it dries. That's really what it's doing.
But I noticed that rubbing out like isopropyl alcohol kind of does something like that too.
Yeah, I mean, basically, they've been using surfactants in film forever. That's all.
Yeah.
All photo flow is a surfactant. So if you want to, it's the same like alkylpropylene with like a glycol ether. It's sugars and it's basically builds a bond on the plastic to help stuff fall off of it. It's like it's like to make stuff slide off, and you use it it's been used in film forever because when when water falls off, it doesn't bead and create spots on your negative. So it's doing the same thing when it's drying. All that dirt and stuff is supposed to fall off with the water. And I'm sure it makes sense that it would help a little bit while it's cleaning too, but you don't really need it if you don't want to. There's no reason.
I just use distilled water in mine. It seems fine.
Yeah, if distilled water is working for you, it's really what the surfactant like helps people is if you're having like records that are wet when they get out of the dryer.
Right.
So if you're happy with how it is, and you can always just wipe it too if there's a drop of water.
True.
Not really a big deal.
Ooh, what's that?
So who asked the classic records question?
Oh, yeah. Doc K did.
Okay, so I have a handful of classic records pressings, and I'll tell you hello, I look like Brandon. I can tell you the positive thing about classic records. So this one's a 33. Sounds awesome. I have a Horace Parlin Blue Note. Sounds awesome. And I have Sonny Rollins, Our Man in Jazz. Here's the cool thing about classic records. People don't know how to identify them. There's nothing on this record that says it's classic records, really. Except there's nothing.
No, at the very bottom, the text at the very bottom.
No, well, it says under licensed. But
it's that font.
Okay.
That font.
You're some dude who found a copy and you sell it. So my Our Man in Jazz it looks like it's an art. The guy said it's like a modern pressing, and it was an auction on eBay, and I got it for $15.
Nice.
That record goes for way more than $15 if people know it's a classic record. But typically, these classic records, unless you're getting the one-sided 45s or the elaborate ones, but typically the 33s, I think people don't know how to identify them sometimes. So you got to be smarter than the person selling it. So I bought this for $20.
Yeah, that's cool.
Recently,
I just noticed that after seeing a bunch of them, is they all have that same, like it looks like an architect's font when he's writing something, and they all have that at the bottom.
Right, but wouldn't it have been smart to just say Classic Records instead of under license from Polygram?
Yeah.
The one thing I wouldn't do is buy a sealed one. Because I've heard they had really bad QC.
They were notoriously, even brand new, warped records. I thought. This is beautiful. Yes, the number one thing is BG. Bernie did, if not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But this sounds amazing. Highly recommend.
I have a few of their Blue Note ones.
Yeah, I have one. Sounds great.
I have one of the Lee Morgans, and actually, I think I have 4 that I picked up over the years. I have a Lou Donaldson too. Lou Takes Off. That's what it is.
See, the Rhino customer service, Judy from customer service, or Rev, goes by both. He found classical records that were classic records.
I'm so far behind in the comments. I'm trying to catch up.
Well, you're here. I can do it.
No, don't. Because look, this is amazing. Felipe has been sent away on a silent retreat by the Rev.
Well, did you slap him in the forehead with your fist?
No, he just waved his coat at him and Felipe fell out. And that was it.
No, this is what he said.
Oh. They didn't know, huh? That's awesome.
Just you need to be an educated consumer.
It's hard.
Yeah, I think that's okay. This is what I always tell people that start collecting jazz is you can't blame the seller for not knowing what you're buying, because especially with Blue Notes, it's like you got to I'm sure there could be some shady sellers, but a lot of them just don't know what they have. And
no,
so you need to educate yourself on what you're buying. So if you think you're getting an OG and you get something else, that's not necessarily anybody's fault but your own.
Right. Typically, I say this as someone who sells. Don't go to someone on Discogs and say, "Can you send me pictures?" And ask them to send you a video of the record playing. I'm more than happy to do that for someone.
Yeah. So, sometimes I'll just say, "Hey, you've got this in the original section. Are you sure it's an original and not a Japanese press?" And something like that, because if I know that something's more commonly, I'll just ask a few questions, and sometimes I don't even need pictures, because I tend to know how to distinguish. If there's only 2 pressings and one's the one I don't want, I can I can generally send a message and say, "Hey, does it have this?"
Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't had much trouble getting the wrong pressing. I mean, I've gotten pretty lucky on that.
It happens, but most of the time I've had a couple bad experiences, but more than not, they're just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, just send it back," or whatever. I've had a few really rude experiences, but
really
not many.
I tend to not buy stuff from people with any kind of bad ratings almost at all.
I've had 2 overseas bad experiences. Some guy in Japan claimed the record was new. It was not brand new. It had marks on it.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to mail the record back to him so he could look at it, pay for shipping, that he would reimburse me. And I said, no. Refund my money, and I'll send the record back to you. So luckily I bought it through PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
They handled it. But the guy was being weird.
Yeah, I had one where this woman put it was a Blue Note, and it was not like not an early pressing, but like a 70s pressing, and it was clean. But it showed up, and it was a Scorpio.
Oh shit!
I said, "Hey, this is a this." I'm like, "This is a $15 record," and he says, "Well, you shouldn't expect to get like." I can't remember, but I said, "You put it in the wrong category or in the wrong section. This is supposed to be a 70s pressing." And she said, "Well, why the hell do you think you would get a $20 record? I mean, a $30 record for $20?" And I'm like,
because you bought it
weird.
You bought it as the one that was identified as a 70s pressing.
Yeah. And thinking I might get a record for $10 under what it's going for is really not that strange.
No, it's not.
Had it been, an original $3,000 Blue Note, I would have said, yeah, that's very true. But it really wasn't the case. So, but other than that, I bought a lot of records, and usually people are pretty nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, Roberto, I don't need you taking the side of some scammy overseas seller.
Please define Scorpio.
He was a character on General Hospital in the 80s. Robert Scorpio. Scorpio is still in existence. They are a record distributor more than a record
New Jersey
company.
Now.
They're kind of sort of mafia-ish from what I understand, but they somehow have a active license to press Blue Notes. I don't know what it is.
Do they though?
Well, they sell them in record stores here in the U.S. If Universal has enough money and enough power to shut them down, I believe they have an active license to do it.
I don't know. It's weird. They're really weird. I mean,
they still
don't sound terrible or anything, but
they're not horrible.
Horrible.
Some of them do actually. Some of them sound pretty bad, but
they're definitely worth $15.
Especially if it's like a smaller group. You might find something that you want. That's usually what I find with the cheap digital copy is the smaller the group, the better it tends to sound. Like if it's a piano trio.
I have a Lee Morgan one, that's fine. But I'll tell you that they seem to be the Scorpios are from sometime in the 2000s.
Yeah, I think they started doing them even earlier in the 90s, but the last run they're pretty old.
Yeah, I found a sealed LT series that turned out to be a Scorpio, which was weird.
They do the LT series too. They're I know a place in town where they have probably 30 Blue Note releases from them. So they still sell them to record stores.
Yeah.
And there's titles you can get like that Wayne Shorter, the Soothsayer.
Yeah, that's the ones. I have like a Japanese only pressing of Blue Mitchell. That's like $100 now, and I got it for $13.
I have what did the real version of Soothsayer I have? What is that?
It's called the Soothsayer. Oh, and then they reissued it as etc.
Yes. So that
Soothsayer is the real.
It's the real deal. Tone Poet.
Tone Poet did it as etc.
Yeah. Right. But there's Scorpio. It's a cooler cover. The Soothsayer is a cooler cover. It's
almost the same record. There's 2 tracks that are different.
Yeah.
Because I have the Japanese original too. There's they did. It's confusing because sometimes the LT series look like you think it's a real deal.
So the identifier is the address.
Yeah, 304.
Yeah, if it has 304, whatever it is on the label or on the back of the cover, it's a Scorpio.
Yeah. I'm not here to hawk records, but someone's saying what's essential Doc K. I am selling this.
You're always here to hawk records. Don't lie.
This is the Blue Note 2 that has blowing sessions, Johnny Griffin. Mm-hmm. And highly recommend it. It's really good.
But one of the records is the Johnny Griffin, right?
Yeah. But I highly recommend getting the Prestige ones that Chad are selling. There's like a bunch of Johnny Griffin ones. The
I don't know
one,
what's
live
called
one with Dean Ammons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the best one to get though is Introducing, right? Yes,
it's-
Introducing Johnny Griffin. It was an 80 series, I think.
I don't know if it's any better than the other ones, but it's cheap.
It's cheap and it's fucking badass. You can get it for $14 on Discogs. Seriously, it's great. It's one of the better sounding classics.
And all of you, feel free to quote Criss. Fucking badass.
Fucking badass, man. There's some sound language for Mazzy. Everyone thinks you're getting your senior portrait done, Brandon.
Yeah.
Do you have a bouquet? Hey,
I'll see what I got.
You have like a little bench you can sit on and like pose.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, Delphina. I don't know if there's an identifier of Scorpio. I think
Yes.
There is. It's the address.
304 South Park.
Yeah.
That's
on
what
the
it
back,
says.
on the back cover.
On the
It says on
background
both. It says on the label,
Okay.
and it says at the very bottom of the back, it'll say 304 South Park. And then you know it's a digital bootleg. But
Yeah.
it's not technically a bootleg because
I believe they have the license to.
they have some kind of license, but you'll get in the same quality as a digital bootleg.
I think maybe they put a horse's head in Don Wes's bed, and that's why they get away with it.
I could next. I'll throw up a different backdrop next time. And I do have a bench, like a little Apple box here, but I'm using both of my Apple boxes to put the computer up. So,
Hey, Angelo, I have an OG mono of that record, so I don't even. I'm so disgusted
Holy
with
shit,
vinyl.
dude!
I'm so disgusted with Vinyl Me Please right now because they're issuing that. I don't even want to go anywhere near them.
Who?
Why?
Vinyl Me Please or ERC?
They just announced their next 3 months of titles, and the classics are just lame one. I could have bought the McCoy Tyner Trident today for $15. I already have a copy. Awesome album.
Whoa, settle down. Like nobody else even knows what you're talking about. So
Yes,
the
they
next
do. You weren't. You didn't watch my stream. We talked about it. So
Well, we talk about it again.
you don't know what I'm talking about.
I
But
don't know what you're talking
what
about.
I don't understand is your slant on it. Are you mad they just did some easy to?
They do titles no one asked for, and you can get all those records easily.
Yeah, that's when Tone Poet does that. I'm kind of bummed too.
Well, Angelo, get the Vinyl Me Please. They're putting that's out this month. I don't think is it mono? The Monk's Music?
Stereo though.
But I have a mono.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
You know what I'm going to be doing a week from now? Bitching about staying with Mazzy. So
That's fair.
see, there you go. Jeffrey Beaumont, Trident, $15. We don't need you. You know how long? Listen, I love McCoy Tyner. I just got time for Tyner. But they had that Sahara record for 8 years on Vinyl Me Please.
That fucking copy's great though, dude. That record's great.
It is great, but there was an OGC available at the same time. Again, I do not understand how their picking process works.
It's probably what they can get too, man.
Their next three titles, no one wants. No one asks.
What are they? The next
They're
3 titles.
Trident, McCoy Tyner. Excellent record. No one asked for it.
You know, like they didn't call you this time. Vinyl.
Listen, Mazzy, you bitch more than anybody else.
Nobody asked for that record.
If you want to pull the trigger and start Mazzy complaining, just talk about something.
No one asked for Miles Davis Electric. No one asked for Waylon Jennings. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
And hey, how many of you asked for Waylon Jennings? You know what? I can go out and buy every Waylon Jennings record for $5.
It's not in good shape though.
You can almost say that about almost everything. These
these
records.
No, you can't. They put out that Lee Morgan record. You can't get copies of that.
Okay, I have a question for you, Criss. What's the fucking bait and switch? Can I say fucking? Sorry.
Yeah, you can say fucking. I don't give a fuck.
Bait and switch here. I came to see Felipe and the Rev, and I got you 3 guys.
Well, dude, the Rev doesn't appear on live streams as far as we know. So.
I mean, he's in the promo. That's like
doing
a movie.
There was a spiritual meeting
on your movie poster, and he's not even in the movie.
Hey, I have a Waylon Jennings record, Josh D. Give me your address, and I'll send it to you.
I think a lot of people actually do like Waylon. I don't know if they need every one of those.
Waylon Jennings is awesome.
Yeah.
He was popular. Therefore, you can buy all his records easily.
But they're actually, that's not true. Like Lubenbach, Texas, and a lot of those records aren't so easy to get right now. Cheap.
The one in the box, every single one of those are hard to get.
I don't say hard to get, but they're not so easy to get, you know. I mean, I've been going through this collection, and there's been one Waylon Jennings record out of, what, a couple thousand records that I found so far. This guy was buying them.
Yeah, but you're in communist San Francisco, man.
No, I mean actually communist Seattle.
I think what Rob is saying, and I kind of agree, is these companies are still kind of doing the greatest hits for people that have never bought records. And it's kind of frustrating if you have been buying records for 15 to 20 years and there's titles that you really want to see, but so be it.
I totally
people have spoken. Okay. The people have spoken.
You know, I'm not the audience for Vinyl Me Please really because of my collection. However, I don't understand. Like I bought every Vinyl Me Please Fiona. I'm a huge Fiona Apple fan. And her records are not available anywhere else. And I can't believe the only place you can get her records, except for the last new one, is Vinyl Me Please.
I don't know how much of a say she has in that.
Well, her management does, or whoever the label does. I mean, come on, like those records should be in stores. I mean, she's not like huge, but she's definitely a cult follow. I mean, more than a cult. That first record was a huge hit. First two.
Didn't they release Title though on it was re-released.
Vinyl Me Please.
No, it was re-released.
Was it?
By whatever the record label was, and because I have a nice vinyl copy of it, so that one was re-released.
Well, I'll give you, for instance, one record I'm searching for, and it seems like there are two versions. That's the Sonny Chirac one with Pharoah Sanders and Elvin Jones. Finally, please put it out. Now it's a $200 record. Why can't they repress that?
Yeah, they should.
That record.
I agree.
Everybody wants that record.
Yeah.
Myself included.
Yeah.
There's the British 45 version, which I hear is not as good.
So I got that Gil Scott-Heron 45. It's not that great.
I just found
it. Of a Man. Is that what they did?
I just found a Gil Scott-Heron on an Arista comp, I think, that in this collection. Let me get it because I'd never seen it before.
I just sold a mint Gil Scott-Heron record that I found back east.
You sold it?
Yeah.
On the auction or?
Yeah, last auction I did.
Okay, so Chris, you're Captain Solo tonight.
Yes.
Where would you like to lead us, Captain Solo?
I don't know. Let's talk about fruit. I have no idea.
Fruit?
I got
fruit?
Kidding.
I ate some mango today.
Was it good?
Yeah. I ate a whole mango.
A whole mango?
Yeah. They're not very big. I mean, mangoes aren't that's not like a whole watermelon or anything.
No, it's true. So have you ever bought from Banana Records out of Florida?
No, you keep talking about them, and I think they're just a made-up store.
They're not made-up store, dude.
I don't believe in Florida.
Yeah, that's fair. So I bought a Cedar Walton record from them, and they sent me the wrong one, like I don't know, a month ago or something. And I told them, hey, this is not the right record. And they said, keep it, and we'll send it to you, and they did. So that was pretty badass, I thought. And so, go ahead, Mazzy. Let's see that record you were talking about.
I'd never seen. It's a comp. I guess it must be when he left the label, maybe. I'd never seen this one. I mean, I probably just missed it. You know, shit. I have to get out of the plastic because
the glare.
This.
Oh, I've seen that one before.
A collection of poetry and music.
Yeah.
And it's got a booklet of some sort. Actually, a big booklet for an old record. You know, this is Arista 78. The 2 records? Yeah. 2 records. No, it's 1 record. Did I get fucked? Is there only 1 record? That's weird. Oh, it's funny. It's only 1 record.
The other one's for the booklet.
It's a record inside of a record cover.
Oh, weird.
With a booklet. That's weird. Like, why waste a second cover?
Hey, everyone! I just want you to know, Mazzy doesn't come up here and bitch and complain.
Yeah, I don't. So anyway, that, and then this is for probably Rob when he comes up here. I'll save this for him.
Oh, well, you know, Lawrence Rolk, I hate his guts.
God.
You know, it's great. Look, okay, check this out. Check this track listing. Hoop De Doo, that's Rob's song, but
Yeah.
Ballroom Polka, Emilia Polka, Tinker Polka, Judah Polka, Military
Wait, Judah Polka is
Dakota Polka, Kit Kat Polka, and on and on.
I didn't know Judah Polka.
Can you imagine if a band like the Beatles did I Want to Hold Your Hand, Rock, She Loves You, Rock, Day in the Life, Rock? Why do you have to tell us every song's a fucking polka?
Polka's like that. That's different.
Right, okay,
It's
all
its own
right.
thing. Polka requires a reminding.
I have a copy of this already, but mine's kind of scratchy. This is John Renbourn. Great record. And this is Tetragrammaton.
Is he a great jazz artist?
No, it's not, but it's folky. I mean, Pentangle was very jazzy for the British. The first Pentangle album has got a jazz bent of British folk acoustic music.
Hmm.
And then this one I'm going to keep. I fell in love with this one, and I was so excited.
Oh, cool.
I mean, how cool is that, right? I think, no, produced this. George Martin produced it. He was producing Well, he was producing the Goon shows, with Peter Sellers. So, what'd you say?
What are the songs? What are the songs?
Well, they're bits. They do songs and they do bits, like an interview things. But they do "Oh Lady Be Good" by Gershwin, Rodgers and Hart song "Why Worry." I actually have a CD box set that has some of the tracks from here. It's a comp of Peter Sellers, all the stuff he did for EMI Parlophone. This is on Angel Records.
Is the bit on there? Does your dog bite?
No, but, if you haven't heard, he does 4 or 5 versions. Like he does versions of the Beatles' "She Loves You," German accent, French accent, almost like one is Hitler. It's hysterical. And
does he do Birdie Num Num?
Is that a joke? Are you serious?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, see, I don't know. No, anyway, I think that's really cool. I haven't listened to this yet, and this is kind of cool. I kept this one because of the cover. Living in Stereo.
Ooh, yeah.
But what is that, like tiki kind of music?
Oh my God! It's narrated by Ken Nordine. You know Word Jazz?
Yeah, we know Ken.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, I'm excited about this now.
Yeah,
I didn't know that until just now.
Put out a charcuterie board and go to town with that record.
Nobody knows what charcuterie is.
We need your fondue sets.
I don't have a. We're sending the fondue sets to the starving people in Europe.
Yeah, that's what we're using.
Nobody's, remember when you were a kid, maybe not your generation, my generation, eat your dinner, people are starving in Europe. How many fucking people, can you afford to live in Europe?
Nobody said Europe, everyone said Africa.
Well, China,
my generation, they said Europe.
China.
Right, bro? Oh, I'm older than you, Rob. In our generation, they said Europe. I think it was because.
Was it during the potato famine?
Post-World War II.
Actually, when Mazzy was a kid, they were starving in the U.S.
Actually, I can see that in Europe post-World War II. That makes sense. There's
really, post-World War II.
Yeah.
Rev, that CD box is great. That Peter Sellers. I used to play that in my car on road trips all the time. So funny, so cool.
You had them before Mazzy was born, Loki? How old are you, man? All right, I got some records to show. So somebody said that Firmer did a video from Banana Records. That's interesting. So I bought a bunch of shit from them from the auction money I had from the last auction we did. And the first one is this one here. So this is Kirk Lightsey.
Oh.
Isotope. He's awesome. I got turned on to him just watching a YouTube video. He did some stuff with Dexter, like live shows in Europe back in the 80s. And so he's a really great piano player. And this is a trio record. I'm not familiar with let's see. The bass player's named Jesper Lundgaard. I guess he's from.
Is he also an expat?
I mean, I don't know if he was an expat or not. He was definitely in Europe for this, though, right? For Criss Cross. It's on Criss Cross, so it was recorded in '83. Let's see, where at? Shit.
I thought you'd be better prepared for this.
Oh, shut up! Look, they put a freaking. The distributor put a sticker over the actual information I'm looking for.
Then just put some lighter fluid on there and peel it off.
Oh well. But anyway, it's a great record. Really enjoyed this one. And then he also plays on another one that I got. Let me find it real quick. Let's see, where is it? It's gonna be the last one. Shit.
Yeah. Can we play music? Like,
No, I've lost it. Damn it. Well, if I find it, I'll show it later. I got this one. You have this one, don't you, Rob?
Yes, I just picked it up. Awesome. All those Sonny Stitz on Muse are outstanding.
Yeah, this one's great. So it's all like he recorded it like a year after Duke Ellington passed.
Yeah.
So it's not all Duke songs, but it's like songs he was known for, I guess. So you got like Jam Blues, I Got It Bad and That Ain't Good, Perdido, stuff like that. So this one's cool. So it's got Sonny Stitt, Barry Harris, Sam Jones, and Billy Higgins.
He had, if you read the liner notes, he kind of had his favorites. They let him choose who he played with. Muse.
Sure.
He loved playing with Hank Jones and George Devier.
They're not even on this record. What are you talking about?
But it's all the Muse ones. He played with basically the same 6 or 7 people.
Yeah. This one I just busted. I was in a box that I had listened to it once. This is Carter Jefferson.
I've streamed it.
It's good.
There's too much singing on it.
Oh, I might like it.
True. I don't think there's not much singing on it. Like one
Who's singing on it?
I don't even know.
It's more spiritual, like
Lanny Groves sings on one song.
So it's like your bar mitzvah.
It's one song too many, as far as I
know.
know.
This is great news. It's got a bunch of people I've never heard of. But
hey, novice Nick, you're not allowed to make any oxen jokes anymore.
Look,
you
what
do
are
the
you
same joke
Are you
every
gonna
time.
bitch the entire time next weekend you're here?
Yes. I expect a mint on my bill.
Bro, I've got okay, Angela, look. You're feeling triggered with the record I have on the turntable. If it ain't playing, then put it away. It's okay, man. It's spinning so the dust can't land on it. It's really good. And the music on vinyl put it out for like $30.
I actually have
really
seen it cheaper than that.
Well, good for you, man.
I wish I was younger so none of my friends would complain about shit like they do now. Everybody
I just wish I was younger anyway. This one's killer.
Mazzy, I'm almost certain you've been around old Jewish men that just complain endlessly.
Actually not. Up until
Really?
I was in the vinyl community, my friends didn't complain as much as
No,
you guys.
not my friends. I've been around my whole life, old Jewish
All
guys.
right. That's a great record, Chris.
Yeah, it is.
Who's on there with him?
Hey,
So it's obviously, let's see. Oh, Freddie Hubbard on trumpet, Julius Watkins on French horn, which is cool. Jimmy Heath tenor sax, Cedar Walton piano, Percy Heath on bass, and then Albert Heath on drums. So you get all the Heath brothers together on this one. This is like a 67 reissue. Sounds perfect. Kind of paid up for this one. It was like $40. So,
was it?
Yeah.
Is that the dark brown label? Oh, black
Black.
label?
Yeah.
No,
Is that Stereophonic?
Yeah, it's stereo.
Stereophonic.
I have a Jimmy Heath twofer, but is there an album that you should get by Jimmy Heath?
That's the one.
Oh, I think this is the best one I have.
Coda. And then he's got a really good one on Muse too.
I think that's probably part of the twofer.
That's great, man. I love that record.
Oh, he's got a good one on. Yeah, that one's great.
The ones where he's a sideman, there's a lot of good ones, right?
Yeah, for sure. This cover's not great, but this is an amazing record. So Donald Brown, this is on Muse, I believe. Yeah.
Who's on there with him?
So it's Donald Brown, Eddie Henderson, Buster Williams, Gary Bartz, and Carl Allen.
That's
wow.
That's a killer lineup, man.
That sounds amazing. What year is it? Like 80?
Look at that. Let's see. Doesn't say shit. This one's basically copyright 1990.
No, 90.
So it's digital.
I don't know. It sounds great. It's a good record.
I mean, I have they ushered in like a lot of those more young guys.
Yeah.
And all those are digital, like what's the
They
saxophone
ushered
player?
in those young guys, like in a movie theater. Is that what you did?
A priest.
Mazzy, it almost sounds like you're complaining.
This one already shows the beginning, but it came in that that package.
Actually, Saturday I do have Lana. I have Lana Del Rey's Norman fucking Rockwell. I love
wow, that looks great. What is that?
It's the spirit of the philosophy of or whatever.
Yeah, we showed it. It has 3 different covers.
It has 3 different covers. This is one on a label called Happy Bird out of Germany.
I got you.
That's weird.
No, I have the second version that's on Muse, and then the first one's on Cobblestone.
Right.
No, well, here I'll show you because he has that's the German only cover. Then there's 2 different US covers.
What about the Poland only cover?
No. Nobody wants that.
Here, I have it right here.
No, I know the covers of that one.
Right. That's the good cover. Then I have the one with this full mug on it. And you have.
Are you going to show it? Scroll, bro. Scroll, man. Show them the other covers.
Don't yell at me.
Yeah, Delphina, right?
All right. So that's the cool cover, the original Cobblestone. Then Chris has the German, and I have this one that looks like it was taken out of Photomat.
Yeah.
Well, how often?
It's actually a pretty cool photo.
It is.
It's got a different title though.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole philosophy of the spiritual changing with understanding.
They did it with Muse did it with a bunch of records too. They just changed the
title. You would buy it twice accidentally. That's when they do it.
New cover, new title, same record.
Anybody got any Jimmy? What's his name? Shit.
Was started.
Yes, it's Jimmy Rainey trio. So it's him
from Calamine Lotion.
I don't know that record.
He's a guitar player. He's really good. So this is another Criss Cross I picked up. I got it mainly for Tommy Flanagan and George Mraz, but I really enjoyed it. It's good.
Yeah, he played with both of those guys a lot.
Yeah, totally. There's a bunch of records on Criss Cross of his, so I'll probably pick up some more. I mean, it's kind of chilled out guitar jazz, guitar trio jazz. So I like that one. Then I got no. I've had this for a while, but I listened to it this week.
I have that one. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it solo piano?
No, it's him with Paul Chambers, Kenny Clark, and Bobby Jasper.
Yeah, it's like a late. Well, actually, that's a later reissue, but it was recorded when
50s.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the Savoy one?
Yeah, it's Savoy. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I have the original.
The Hank Jones Quartet. It's just called Hank Jones Quartet, I think. This is you can get this for like $8-10.
Yeah.
Donald Byrd's on it, right? Does he play on
Bobby
Jasper.
Bobby Jasper. Okay, sorry.
Let me find that other one though. Damn it, this was my favorite one. Although it's sitting right here. This one is fucking killer though. I love this record. So this is the last Clifford Jordan I didn't have on Criss Cross, and it's him and Junior Cook.
Is that a Steeplechase one?
No, it's Criss Cross.
No, Criss Cross.
Yeah. So it's him, Junior Cook, Kirk Lightsey again, Cecil McBee, and Eddie Gladden on drums. But the first song, Half and Half, is just great. So they're kind of, it's not like they're not like battling each other the whole time. Some of those 2-tenor records will be kind of, I don't know, like just a blowing session. This is really good. I'd recommend getting this one. I not like this out of the 3 records that Clifford did on Criss Cross. I think this might be the best one. Thank you, Angelo.
Somebody sent me this. I just got it. I don't know anything about it. It's recorded in it's some kind of audio file.
If you cared about Chris, you would send that to Chris.
I haven't listened to it. It's recorded in 2002. It was cut to vinyl, analog mastering and vinyl cutting, August 2021. They sent me with some kind of press release. I haven't listened to it yet. It was a freebie. It looks like it's a double. It's heavy, like heavy as shit, man. I think it's 33, but I don't know this Kurt Larry Coryell. I only know his old.
No,
well, I have a few CDs that I'm selling, and the later stuff goes for a little dough. He has about 4 records on Muse, by the way.
I have a couple of his 70s stuff, which I kind of like, that are kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
they're spacey in some ways, spacey jazz, but I don't know anything about this, so it just came out of the blue.
What label is it?
Well, I've never heard of it either, and you guys might. It's out of Germany, but it's In and Out Records, so it's a sexual record company, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, there's not a hamburger chain called In and Out.
Yeah, right. MVD Entertainment Group, serving artists. I guess that's their publicist. It says, please let us know if you have covered something. We hope you like this record. So they obviously want me to listen to it and write about it. So I'll,
Who's on there with him, or is it just solo?
I don't know these people, so maybe you guys do. It's a trio. Paul Wertico on drums and Mark Egan on bass. I don't know these guys. Looks like
I don't know. I don't know.
You looks like you've been scooped already. Michael 45 made a video about it already.
Did he? Well, here we go.
You know what you did, Mazzy.
What?
You didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh shit!
I don't. What? I didn't know Michael did a video on that. Yeah, all the Michaels they're all fucking me over. I don't know that. Actually, Steve Westman today interviewed, had a chat with Fremer. So
I like watching
Fremer stuff.
Is Fremer going to be at the Seattle show?
I heard he was not coming because he did Europe and he did the Chicago thing. He did the record vinyl thing. So Mike the Ingroove can't go. He's not going. He's not coming.
He's been too sick.
He's afraid of confronting my dainty speakers.
Yes,
that's fair.
God. Okay.
Here's a good question: do Muse records get reissued? No.
That's not true.
I mean, okay.
Liar.
So I'll tell you, I have a Norman cousin. There are a couple of Norman Connors records that are outstanding. So I don't know who reissued them. I don't know if they're Scorpios or whatever. There's the Carlos.
I think they're Scorpios. I'm pretty sure.
Carlos Jeanette, his big record, you can get a modern pressing of that. And one of the Norman Connors records, you can get a modern pressing of that. So there are Muse pressings.
There's a bunch, actually.
They're probably Scorpios.
They're a bunch, and I'm pretty sure they're Scorpios. I've seen.
And then, actually, that long-haired hippie freak up there got the Clifford Jordan Muse record that was illegally pressed as a fake Japanese pressing, right?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. No, there's no real legitimate reissues of Muse record.
Well, show it. Show your fake Japanese.
Let me show this first. I forgot one. I haven't listened.
You can mention Michael's here.
I'm gonna grab a couple things.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Mike? Yeah.
So I haven't listened to this.
We love Poetry on Plastic.
Yeah, the Michaels, except for Michael Poetry, I think all the Michaels just think I'm an irritant. That's all.
Jazzbones Mike doesn't think you're an irritant.
Yeah, okay. Notes and Tones doesn't.
Well, 50% of the Michaels think I'm an irritant.
Both of them think you're an irritant.
Yeah, everybody does.
No, it's anyway.
So I haven't listened to this one yet, but this is Dexter Gordon with NHOP and Alex Riel. This has got to be cool.
That's not your Japanese bootleg.
No, I'm just saying I bought this one. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So, I mean, Niels Henning is one of my favorite bass players.
Who owns Muse now? Do you know?
Actually,
the same people own it. From what
No. It was bought by Savoy at one point, and I think it's some.
Well, the Savoy then is Universal, I think.
And who knows?
Or it's Kraft.
I don't believe that. I don't know if that's the case.
Well, Savoy is Kraft.
We know.
So theoretically, then Kraft could, if that's
ask those companies, and maybe they'll tell us. What am I looking for? The music.
Michael Poetry and Plastic is great. He's
the
like
Clifford Jordan.
Yeah.
Fake Japanese one.
Yeah, this one.
Well, my Notes and Tones, was it licensed by Muse in the U.S. and it was timeless? Didn't Muse issue a lot of timeless records? Am I wrong about that?
I have that one. That was a timeless one, though, not a Muse.
You're wrong about half the things you say, so it could be.
So that is a very sought after record, but it was illegally pressed by this and made to look like a Japanese pressing.
Yes, for sure. But I mean, this is like $150, $200 record. So
how does that sound?
It sounds good. I mean, the recording's not that great to begin with. It was a live show, right? I mean, Bren, you have an OG of this, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh no, Mark Glassman has an OG of this, and he says it didn't sound that good to begin with. So for $25, I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
And then Jazzbones Mike picked up a copy too. It's got this bullshit Japanese-looking Obi, but the only copies that are available are like in Spain and Portugal.
Are those the Obies that don't really slide around it? They just
I mean, everybody does these Obies now, just like the OJC ones.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't like them that much, but I mean, Vinyl Me Please does the same thing.
Because then you can't you're pretty much forced to put the record behind it because they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, I mean, it also doesn't have a Muse label on it. Look at this thing on.
I went and grabbed some stuff just to have some stuff.
Yeah, I got stuff to show that I showed on mine, but Chris didn't watch my stream, so.
Well, just about me. All right, go for it.
I found this UK mono. Sounds amazing. I would put this up with the way the Vinyl Me Please mono of the Shape of Jazz to come.
Really?
Yes.
I like that. I like that cover of that album.
This I highly, if you can find a nice clean mono of this, get it. You'll be very happy, and it's not as weirdo as a lot of his stuff. And then Mazzy's gonna say something, but I got this from a bag. He picked it up at an estate sale for me.
That's great. That's an amazing record.
What is it? Is it like folk country? Or
No.
You know the song they're famous for.
Sleepwalk. Sleepwalk was a song that's been used on
In every
movies and commercials.
When they
It's
want to
an
do a movie,
instrumental. There are two Italian brothers from Jersey. One played a pedal steel, a lap steel.
You know, Sleepwalk. It's that. It sounds like a lullaby.
what? But it's in every 50s movie.
This is really telling me that what the song is. Yeah.
I'm selling a Santo and Johnny record, not this one. There's another one I'm selling. I got this is great.
Yeah, that's good.
An OG Cadet. Sounds awesome. He's on here with Richard Wyans.
Richard Wyans.
Richard Wyans, Martin Riviera, and Oliver Jackson. It's good. This.
Oh, okay.
Get the stream taken down. Thanks, man.
It was like a huge #1 hit when these guys were like 19 years old.
Yeah.
Great song.
Okay, so this is a perfect example of what I say when you buy like on eBay. The guy had this listed. It said mint. I asked him, no, it looks clean. It has so much surface marks on it, but they're not audible. So it wasn't mint, but he lowered the price for me because the cover's a little funky. This is an awesome record.
I bet.
You got look at the backups on there.
Was that the original? Is that the original, or was it done before?
No, I believe this is the original. It's the late Prestige from 1969.
Oh, cool. Who's on it? Buster Williams,
Roy Brooks, and Barry Harris.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's Van Gelder. Highly recommend this.
Is it slightly avant post bop kind of thing?
I would say yes, but more post bop. But it's just killer.
It looks good.
You know what? I have a theory. If they're smoking on the cover, the record's good.
Yeah. Any Mal Waldron where he has a cigarette, buy it.
Buy it. This, I think for the most part, Hampton Hawes records are good. Yeah. This is outstanding. So there's two ways to get this record. This one on Vault, which I think is mid-range pricey, $20 or up. There's a twofer that has this record, and like Hampton Hawes does movies or plays movies, and that thing is cheap as hell if you want to get it cheap. But this is an outstanding record. Great.
I'd say most of Hampton Hawes records are great.
Yes.
I'm not good.
Well, I like his like 70s period where he was being a little more avant-garde-ish. But he does the Look of Love is really good. This cover of the Look of Love.
Yeah.
But most of them he wrote the songs.
Muffin Man.
It's not that Muffin Man.
That's Chris's favorite song.
His version of Look of Love is really good.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Does anyone have Vault records on Vault? I don't know Vault.
I have that one and one other Vault record. I can't remember what it is though. Maybe it might be a free jazz record actually, or a weird space jazz.
I can grab some more crapola that I found.
Hang on a second.
I'm running some things.
One second. I gotta go back to this. Hang on. I didn't realize this. This has Tanya on it.
Candy?
Tanya.
Oh,
Tanya.
Patty Hearst.
Tanya, whatever.
Boom.
Great song. What you got, Brandon?
Well, this was going to be, since we're not doing the trumpet thing, this was going to be my honorable mention, not one of the three.
Okay.
I thought I'd do. I had a few honorable mentions, but
I don't know. I don't know him. Explain who he is.
He is. He's a trumpet player that was on Atlantic. I want to say he's. I can't remember which country he's from. I want to say he's Argentinian, but I'm not positive. The only reason I might be just thinking of Gato Barbieri, but he played. So Joe Henderson is on this one. He played with Joe Henderson a lot, and he did these Atlantic and fantasy records in the late 60s and early 70s. I think this is like 72, and this is a 69, I think.
So they sound good then?
They sound great. And if you like, he kind of does the Latin like some of this, one of the songs is Amor Ser Santos, so Brazilian. There's a Mongo Santa Maria song on this. I guess the closest, he kind of does that epic, like hits like the single note real long, kind of like Chuck Mangione kind of does that too, when he's like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm starting my solo kind of thing. Yeah. But it's good stuff. Yeah. Exactly. You get the, you get a heavy duty.
I do the whole super high note bullshit though, because I can't stand that.
I've seen a Joe Mangione twofer. He has a twofer.
Why? Just buy him for $5, man.
No, I think it's like early career because he was a side man early in his career. He was a side.
Actually, there's a cool one of the Mangione brothers. Him and
Gap.
Gap and Chuck. I think he's Charles at that point.
Yeah,
Charles and Gap, and they have some cool. I think it's either on Jazzland or Riverside, but they have some cool early stuff that's just kind of like cool bop with sometimes.
That's probably the two. That's probably the twofer is those albums.
Yeah, it probably is.
Probably so.
I
love the Feeling Good or whatever. I love that record.
This record's still one of my favorite.
Yeah,
Chico Freeman's.
I got that. I got the OGC version from Mazzy.
Yeah, this is the OG version, but I'm sure the OGC is just as good. But these are still fairly cheap. I want to say maybe $25 to $30 now. Maybe not even that much. I think I got this for $12, so it's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Before I got Vista, I was playing this Marion Brown for a long time, and it's fantastic. And it's also like Sweet Earth Flying. It's a little more spiritual. It's less free jazz. I'd say Vista is the one that's kind of groovy and funky and probably the easiest for people, or for people who don't like free jazz would probably like Vista a lot. But this one's really good too, and it's not too out there. And I'm still playing this one all the time. And I got some more of this is an original.
Yeah. How is that?
Huh?
How is that?
It's one of the best records I own.
Who is it?
It's Charlie Rouse.
He played with Monk. He played with Monk.
I didn't recognize the cover.
But you can get the current Clear Pleasure.
That's what I'm saying is I've picked up. I own about maybe 6 or 7 original Strata Easts. This record sounds fantastic.
Who's on there with him?
Let me see. I mean, it's kind of a funk. It's more of a funk album. And I think there's different people on each track. So,
good night, Angelo.
George
Sleep
Davis.
Bugs Bite.
There's a bunch of Latin dudes on it.
A bunch of Latin dudes.
Well, do you know?
So Jose is on it.
Martin Rivera. I don't.
Felipe and Jose are on it.
Paul Maskey, Asadine Weston. Anyway, it's really good.
With a bunch of Latin dudes. Good thing there are no Jew dudes.
Let's sell the Victor Feldman records, man.
Right.
Hey, listen, Victor Feldman records are good.
I know.
Anyway,
I should have listened to that before I sent it to you. I haven't heard any of it.
Not the 70s ones.
I would say this record's so good. Go to Acoustic Sounds and they have the reissue of this and the Strata East reissues for $42.
You need to
get Capra Black and that one. And I guess now you have to get one more to get free.
Yeah, you have to get over $100 now.
That sucks. I mean, I get it, but
We'll get the Clifford Jordan gem or pearls of whatever it's called, the double album, which is 60. So you can get that.
Well,
and then
West Speed Games.
That's back ordered.
Oh, it is.
The Pure Pleasure's back ordered, but the P Vine is the one they're coming out with.
I just got a bunch of Pure Pleasure on. Oh, you mean that
West Speed Games? Yeah.
There are 2 Clifford Jordan records that P Vine are reissuing. I guess maybe that has maybe Pure Pleasure lost their license to reissue it. So P Vine, which is Japanese, is reissuing it. They've been delayed. They were supposed to come out now. Yeah. They're delayed till September now.
Okay. Well, I was pretty happy so far with I've gotten 4 of the Pure Pleasure Strata East reissues, and they sound pretty good. They do.
No, I like Chuck Mangione, Sean, for sure. Even the 7, I mean, even that A&M stuff, it's great.
What is it? The day.
In fact, almost every
you have one of his hats.
Almost every Halloween, Chris went as Chuck Mangione.
So remember Chuck Mangione? What was it? Not Family Guy.
So good.
No. The fucking King of the Hill. Remember Chuck Mangione used to show up on King of the Hill?
Those were my record store days of selling that record, especially that one hit. I forgot the name of it.
So good.
Feels so good.
Yeah, feels so good.
Yeah, I just remember the music. I don't remember the name. That was the same time when George Benson Breezen was huge. And John Clemmer Touch was huge. That was the jazz.
Did Maynard Ferguson have a record around then too?
No, that was a little earlier.
Yeah, it was shit though.
He did do the theme to Rocky, right?
Oh my god, dude, I've got that. He did Rocky 2 Disco and then the Star Trek theme on one record. It's fucking horrible.
I found this, and I'm not a big Wes Montgomery Verve guy, but this is his early stuff. It is awesome. This is great.
Was that Blue Note stuff or?
It's not Blue. I think it's whatever they acquired.
Right.
It doesn't really say it say where these were first issued. I don't think they were through Blue Note.
No, I mean, was he on he would have been on like a West Coast label.
Probably. But this is great.
Is Benny Goodman Jewish?
This doesn't cost that much. I recommend
Wes Montgomery's not Jewish, Chris.
I know. They're talking about Benny Goodman in the chat.
Of course he's Jewish. Benny Goodman?
Goodman.
Listen, it says in the liner notes.
Goodman's like a super Jew.
He changed his name. He changed his name to Wes Montgomery. His real name was West Morgenstern.
Morgensteiner.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, Benny Goodman. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Maybe
Jesus Christ was Jewish too.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Hey,
he's like a top Jew, actually.
He's the super Jew.
He's in the top 10 Jews. You know? Hosanna, hey, Santa.
Here, I'll show you some stuff I'm going to sell. So you can
go.
It sucks.
Let's see how much stuff I can buy from you, then, so you don't have to put it in the auction.
Well, people have already done that. People are reaching out to me. Leave me alone.
No.
Does anyone know this record?
Yeah. What did you think of it? I was trying to get into it. I couldn't.
Me too. It's good. The lineup on here is great. You got Jimmy Owens, Kenny Barron,
yeah,
Chris White, and Billy Cobham. Also, you got Howard Johnson. He supplies the fried clams. Billy Harper's on here. Sam Brown.
Yeah, he supplied. When they were touring, they would stay at his inns.
Yes, it said one song on here is called "Fried Clams."
Fried clams.
We used to go to Howard Johnson's for fried clams. I have this Beatles record.
I like that record. I know Rachel hates that cover, but I don't mind it.
No,
that's the 66.
This is an 80s reissue.
I know, but it was a Christmas 66 release originally.
Does anyone know this record?
No.
What is it?
Did you grow up near Santa Monica?
No, I'm from DC.
Oh, okay.
Mo Foster?
Yeah.
That's when Mo Green and Foster Brooks had a baby.
Man, you're horrible. Your jokes are just so bad.
Well, come on. I just want to liven the stream up, you know.
Have this for sale. This is a white label promo.
Yeah, that's. What do you think of that?
It's for sale.
Who is it?
Or
I haven't figured out how I feel about Barry Miles yet.
Oh, Barry Miles.
I think he needs larger headphones.
Yes.
this I have is a.
Ooh.
This is, I think, a third or second pressing on this cool gold label.
That could be first, actually.
I looked. It's not first.
No? Okay.
This is a
Gold labels are a trick sometimes.
This is a 1960.
Oh. Okay.
I have this Pablo, Clark Terry, and Oscar Peterson.
Ooh.
I have another Paul Desmond.
Slow down, man. Slow down. I don't want that one.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Is there an earthquake happening in California?
Yes.
Your camera keeps jumping.
Was it just those two guys?
Just those
Is
two.
one really tall and one's really
Oscar-
short?
It's just these two. But, Oscar Peterson, he did one with John Faddis. He did those. Just
Joe Pass, all that shit. Yeah. Interesting.
This is a OG RCA.
What is it? Hey, slow down. What the fuck? I can't read it.
Desmond.
Stop complaining, Mazzy.
I just want to read it. Okay.
I think I have that.
I have that one. I
Glad
like.
to be
I like.
unhappy.
I like Paul Desmond a lot.
Yeah, me too.
All right, this is a record everyone should own. This one.
Is it Jerry Mulligan?
No. This Pablo, the gifted ones.
Well,
This
put that
is
in my
not
pile
okay.
then.
Huh?
Put that in my pile then.
No, I have a big pile for you already. I have to sell. I have to have records people want.
Well,
when
I
they
want
come.
that one. I mean,
So
Yes,
are you
please.
working?
If I find another copy of this, I will put it aside.
Does
He has
Chris
to
work-
make. He has to make everybody happy.
Does Chris work on record pile? Is he like? Do you have like?
I
edit
literally
with
have. He has no
auction
money
it?
right now. I have 10 records for him.
There's a record shop in town that has a huge box of what you should.
But this is a record you should get. It is outstanding. This is one of the ones Chad said you should get.
well, that's
Oh,
like
wow.
There's a lot of Pablos.
We're gonna
there.
believe whatever he says.
This is on Pacific Jazz. It's great. This is a great record.
Okay.
I don't know anything about
Claire Fisher Records.
It's
Is that a dude or a chick?
it's
I
so
am
angry
selling
with the cover, so
non-jazz stuff. I have this sealed copy of Rush Signals.
Oh man,
the
come on, dude.
What's the hit on Signals?
Do you want? I have an open version of that. In the
Sub. Listen, this is my auction. Wait till you're auction.
No, I'm saying if you don't want to sell, if you're looking for that record, let me know. That's my point.
Okay, this is sealed. Subdivisions is the big song on.
Yeah, you don't want to buy
Hey,
a
listen.
single one. It could be warped, Chris.
Huh?
That's true. Could be warped.
No, it's not warped. Calm down.
How do you know? You swear the
This
God
is
on
the
your mother's
Santo
grave.
John record I'm selling.
I've never seen that Santo and Johnny.
You should buy it during the auction, Mazzy.
Okay, this is a sealed OJC Pablo.
Is it Art Farmer?
No, it's Ray Bryant.
Oh,
Is that the Montreux? Yeah.
yeah.
Wait,
That's
we
when
go
they
back to
changed-
that.
They
Those are
changed
weird.
all the covers. for-
Huh?
What's the deal with those? Is that like a special label?
They
It's
changed.
OJ
They bought Pablo and they put the stuff out with different covers.
Yeah,
Oh,
OJC.
shit, I didn't know that.
OJC.
Okay.
I have a
Alright.
Fantasy bought Pablo.
Steeplechase Kenny Dorham.
Oh, what was that? What?
So okay, there is a series of Steeplechase records of recordings, live recordings done like in the 50s, and they actively say on here that the sound is not typically up to their standard.
So that's a late 50s recording that they threw on.
This is from 1965. So
it sounds bad.
No, it doesn't sound horrible, but Steeplechase made a point to say it's
This
a live
was-
recording, more archival, I guess you would say, right?
It was recorded in the bathroom.
The third stall in the men's room. Okay, this is sealed with a hole punch.
It's a big ass hole punch. That's
Peggy
cool.
Lee. This is a cool comp. Or no, is it no. This is the blues. It's a Pacific Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
wow. So that's not a comp.
It is. I think it's not a comp. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got a bunch of names on it.
There's three different groups.
Oh, okay.
They're all the last one, Curtis Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at a Curtis Amy today on Pacific Jazz.
Look at this Anthony Braxton.
Hmm.
This is a typical one you see. So let me grab some others.
Good Lord, man, this is a mess.
Yeah, this isn't your personal shopping thing, by the way.
This isn't a personal shopping experience.
You know, I showed this. This guy Dizzy gave me this book. This is a cool book. Yeah, obviously there's, if you can find the big volume of William Claxton, buy it. It's worth like $800. But this is, I mean, some of the most amazing jazz photos.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is like killer shit, you know.
Yeah, I have a couple of his books.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the premier jazz photographer, you know, over the years.
Him and Lee Friedlander are probably.
Yeah.
But Claxton was specifically jazz.
Yeah, exactly. And
And Friedlander did all the soul and people too.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty big influence on me.
I mean, totally. Look, yeah. I mean, that guy's Jewish. You can tell.
Yeah.
Oh man, stereotypes.
There you go.
Nice.
That's the big soup.
You know, that's that famous picture of Dave Brubeck playing pocket pool.
That's probably one of the most famous pictures ever of Chet.
Yeah.
And then he has one he did that whole thing of him and his girlfriend in that session. Claxton did.
Right.
With his gorgeous girl, and they're like by the piano and the window.
Oh, that's the cover from that record. The Warren Mark and Lee Connitt's record.
That's Weekend at Fire Island.
That's a fucking great record, man.
Who's that? Is that Desmond? Who is that over there?
Let me see who that is. They have the names like a few pages.
I have a couple.
Paul Desmond and Anita O'Day.
Look at Desmond. He's got a cool profile,
right?
How young he is, jeez.
That was before he started heavily drinking.
Nice gams on who? Paul Desmond, Sean? Man, Anita O'Day was a wild one.
Anyway, cool book, right?
Great.
Look at Billy.
Yeah, his photographs are just.
I mean, it's
leave that in the guest bathroom so I have something to read.
That'd be a Code Red book then, man. No way.
There's a lot of books you can read.
I have this greatest hits.
They already sold that last time.
There'll be some masturbation.
No one cares about your past life. This I listened to and it's good. This was I think they did 2 tribute records to Mingus. This all-star band, Joe Farrell.
I didn't know he did anything on Electro Asylum. Wow.
No, it's not. It's not Mingus.
It's a tribute.
Oh, okay.
This is his wife produced it.
Got it. Who's on it? Who plays on it?
Great lineup. Joe Farrell, Charlie Hayden, John Handy.
John Handy.
Don Poole.
That was probably around 76, 77. Did that come out?
Yeah. Right after. Okay, I have Jazz at a Pawn Shop. This is kind of a Frankenstein copy.
The problem with that place is they don't own any of their instruments.
Huh. Well, I have this is my copy, but
they own some of mine.
Yeah, shit.
It has 2 different voices.
Yeah.
This is a steeplechase on inner city. It's just solo.
Yeah,
that looks cool.
That does look cool.
Booker T and the MJs.
You just seen that last one to Chris? I put it on my dime.
No.
My tab.
Ooh.
This is
how is that?
Really good. They did 2 albums together on Blue Note. I have this, so this is another copy.
Not too much trumpet.
Yeah, it's too much trumpet. I have a copy of this. This is
one of the great rock and roll comps.
Yes.
You know.
This is awesome because it's just him. It's instrumental. It's not him singing. It is killer. It's a Van Gelder.
Is it
his
kind of
singing records are so great?
No, his singing are great, but his piano playing is amazing.
Yeah, he's one of my old.
Is it like super bluesy, ragtimey?
No,
not ragtimey. It's
like
kind of bluesy jazz, but not ragtimey. No.
Here's on it.
You're not going to have any Scott Joplin on there, Brent.
Ooh, Aston Farmer, cool.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of his records. I need some more.
This is the translucent violet colored one. I'm gonna put this is a very VG minus copy. I'm gonna put this together with something else. I found a mid copies to replace mine. So
that's a good record.
Yeah, this is an outstanding record.
This is an underrated joke.
What?
Jazz at the Pawn Shop has Chumley on drums.
Oh. Okay. So the reason to get this, it's a twofer, is one record is the best of the Zombies, the other one is Odyssey and
that's a great comp. That's a 70.
Right. The current version, which I have 2 copies of this. I'm gonna sell my current craft pressing, but that's a digitally sourced because the tape's lost. This is the analog tape.
That's a really good comp. Yeah.
Yes. And then this, I found another copy of this. This was a Grail record for me.
I love the Ram ones.
This is an awesome best of comp. This is a great record. This is the original London.
You're veering out of the genre.
I would take that if you don't sell it.
Geez, you want everything. Okay, this is a killer record. It's basically a reissue, a 6-eye reissue of Uptown Ellington, which I have with the cool blue cover where he's behind the piano. But this is outstanding. This sounds great. So
no, Stunty, the jazz segment isn't over. That's a jazz record that Rob just showed.
I have a whole nother. I'm not doing a long auction, but I probably have a good 60, 70 records.
When's your auction?
1 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. Hopefully, if you're a Father's
Day,
yes, but it's 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. Go to brunch.
What if my son is taking me to see The Sorrow and the Pity?
All right, let me ask you a question, Razzie. Is your son taking you to see The Sorrow and the Pity?
No.
Is your son coming into town?
No.
Okay.
He sent me. Nobody sent. Let me show this.
He's taking Mazzy to tour some old folks' homes.
Yes.
Father's Day.
He sent me a couple
things. Like the ones where Ben Stiller works in Happy and Billy.
I didn't know there was a volume 2 of this book. He sent me a Booze and Vinyl. I've had volume 1 that someone gave me. It pairs records with cocktails.
Right. What cocktail should you drink with a Chuck Mangione?
Like Dick Dale Surfer's Choice with whatever that is. I haven't looked at it in detail. But so you can get, Dr. Dre and the Chronic. It's all genres. Moby.
You just smoke weed with that one, man.
I mean, it's a fun book. Willie Nelson and a Texas Buck. I mean, this was so cool for my son to send me this early. I mean, he's always late or he forgets, Nat King Cole, the Christmas song, Christmas pairing. So anyway,
a little bit of Jewish mother guilt coming out there, man.
Yeah, totally. Hey. Anyway, highly recommended. Give your mishpuka. Never mind, Yiddish there. This is a cool thing to give your a sibling or father, mother, whatever. I think. I mean, this is perfect for the record lover, right? If you like a cocktail, you like records. This is fun. You don't want to buy this for yourself. You want to get this.
Vinyl Me Please used to do that. They used to put a drink recipe in with the records. Hey, no, I want to go back to address Mike's comment.
Okay.
I live a hop, skip, and jump away from Riviera, where they typically have it at. But up until not long ago, they didn't even let Jews be members of that club, the LA Country Club.
That's true.
What a surprise.
It's probably one of the most racist country clubs in Los Angeles.
Which is really weird because LA, every studio was run by.
Talk to people. LA Country Club was a pretty racist.
Right? All the Warner Brothers.
Not long ago, too.
All the studios were run by Jews, and the directors were Jewish, and
I believe,
and screenwriters.
There's a famous story where they wouldn't let the Marx Brothers play there, and somehow they Groucho got on there to play. I don't know. It's famous.
It's unfortunate. It's a country club. What do you expect?
No,
Well,
the Rev didn't make appearance. Yeah.
It's actually kind of right near in Beverly Hills-ish. But there's like 3 other clubs not far away. So
Rich racist people, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What a surprise.
Yeah, that's shocking.
Oh.
The Rev did not make an appearance.
Yeah, they did a bait and switch, Tim.
It wasn't a bait and switch, man. Felipe and Rev had a spiritual meeting.
Yeah, but you
Felipe
promoted
went-
this stream with Felipe, who's not here, and the Rev, who's not here. And where's Mike?
Mike, we don't know.
Mike got pulled over and put in jail in a fancy part of Connecticut.
This is like a Beatles reunion tonight, and 2 of them are dead.
It's just
you know?
Ringo. Only Ringo shows
It's
up.
like, yeah. Tim,
Actually, you're right. Rev Carl, I think that comes from LA Country Club. Yeah.
You know, oh man, it's gonna make me sound old, but the Dick Cavett show, they have a bunch of like videos from that on YouTube, and the ones with Groucho are really good.
yeah.
Mazzy had a job interview last one.
I did.
I don't know. Why'd you shave your little goatee thing off?
Oh, I'm surprised someone noticed, right?
Well, he's your number 1 fan, last one.
Yeah. I haven't shaved my
Yeah,
facial hair since the pandemic started. I look 6 months younger now. So
You
that's why.
shaved it in honor of watching The Sorrow and the Pity. That was it.
Exactly, yeah. And Showa. I went to see I went to see Showa, and I sat through it twice. I just couldn't resist,
How long the show? Like 19 hours long?
Exactly, yeah. I want to see like an 18-hour documentary on the Holocaust. That's my favorite. Mark Glassman probably he might double with me. You want to go see it, Mark? If you ever come to Seattle, we should go see Showa together. Not that.
No, yeah. Hey, hey, Stunty. Brendan is shooting the cover for the 40-Year-Old Virgin right now.
I've got to. I need to put up some like something else.
Dead air.
Yes. I don't know. When Chris comes back, he might get called away for an emergency. Does anyone want to come up and join us? Tell us their stories, show some records.
See if I have something else to show.
Yeah, I'll look for some
This is
new
nothing
things.
to do with jazz, but I went this week to 2 shows. One, Marty Stewart, fantastic, with Kimbo, and I went to see the Eels, who I love the Eels, and I picked these 2 records, which you only can buy on vinyl at the shows. And this is one in your neighborhood, not your neighborhood, but the Eels live at Largo.
Yeah, in Hollywood.
Yeah, I've been to the club years ago, but
well, they moved. They used to be in one place, and they moved to a bigger.
So I got that, and I got Eels. It's basically KCRW sessions from 2020.
No, actually, that's my neighborhood, Mazzy.
Yeah, I know KCRW.
Santa Monica City College.
Yeah, that's where what's his name? Spinal Tap guy used to do his radio show, Le Show,
yeah. Harry Shearer.
So you only can get these so far, at least on the tour. It's not at the website. But I'm a big Eels fan. It was a fun show, just a fun show. This is the guy that looks like Golden, Louis Golden.
Oh. Hey, Sean Howard, go watch my stream from Tuesday. All I talked about was I showed all my Blossom Dearie records. I have like 12 or 15 of them.
I mean, if that Blossom Dearie record is available as a free record, get it. It's good.
Well, actually, that record is the Verb by request.
I know, but he's looking for free shit to get when he re-ups with VMP. And I would.
Hey, Roberto, they're pissed at everybody, not just Mark.
Anyone. Oh. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
They're upset at all of us.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not as cool.
They're not upset with me.
Well, I brought these out too because these are the other 2 Pure Pleasure that I've picked up that I like. So this is the John Gordon,
the trumpet player.
The trumpet player. It's got some And it kind of has no, John Gordon's trombone.
Oh,
Tolliver is on trumpet. Roland Alexander. Andrew Surreal is drums. Stanley Cowell piano. So it's like it's the greatest hits of Strata East.
okay.
All the good players. I mean, not the greatest hits, but the lineup.
Right.
And then this one, which is
But you had that, or did you pick it up?
this was the first one I got.
Is that really good?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's really good.
I've never heard. I've seen it a bunch.
Mazzy, go to another company is reissuing that album. It got delayed until September. If you go to Dusty Groove, they have it for cheap, like way lower than other people are selling it for. I have that because the guy above you is so fanatical.
Oh, this looks like
Chris. You mean Chris?
Yeah, he loves Clifford Jordan.
oh yeah, for sure.
Well, who does? I mean, Clifford Jordan's great.
Well, but these two, okay. So what's great about that album is what Chris. Each song is named after, like a jazz musician, right?
I have no idea.
Brendan, the guy does. I've streamed it a lot. Brendan, could you show the songs on that album?
Yeah,
there's one called Coltrane.
There's Powerful Paul Robeson.
Yeah.
Right? Cal Massey.
Yeah.
John Coltrane.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Harris. Biscuit.
That's not a jazz player.
All right, my dogs are going off.
It's a great double album.
Yeah, it is.
They do Mamoon, which is the really cool Stanley Cowell song that's on Illusion Suite. Another the ECM record I would recommend to everyone, which Stanley Cowell Illusion Suite. It's fantastic.
Who's he playing with?
Hold on, my dogs.
Does he bark every time you say Stanley Cowell?
It's his trigger word.
Here's a good question. So, I don't think they're mostly digital. I think some of them maybe, but I think from what we've heard, they're trying to get the tapes for them, right? For the Verb by Request.
For which one?
Just any in general.
Well,
the Verb by
I think they say it's the best available source is what they'll use.
Yeah.
From what I didn't buy it because people have been poo-pooing it. Seems like for the most part they're really good. All the ones I bought are good, like the Coltrane, Dallas Coltrane, and the Roy Brooks. But from what I hear, the Ahmad Jamal is not very good.
That's fine, dude. It's not that it's never. I mean, it doesn't.
Why does your voice get all high pitchy and stuff?
Here's the thing: you need to listen with your own ears. Never trust anyone because people have different rigs, different systems, different rooms.
I think the Ahmad Jamal sounds all right. It sounds fine.
Here's the thing: like me and Cindy talked about this on the Discord. It doesn't sound amazing, but it's like for what it is and what it costs, it's fine.
Mo-Fi sounds great. I give it the edge over the original. The original sounds great. If you have a good original, you don't need this. But this Mo-Fi, it sounds really good.
Yeah, Mazzy sent me an original, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So I
tend to think that, like a piano trio, from a standpoint of when it's digitally remastered or a digital copy, it doesn't. You've got less instruments and you don't have, you can lose some things at the edge of the piano, but it's not like having a bunch of horns. And that's usually the digital copies that sound
where it gets compressed in a way.
It sounds compressed. It sounds kind of bad. And the horns lose it. So a piano trio on a digital reissue generally will sound totally reasonable.
Yeah. Well, I want to get the next one coming out is Pharoah Sanders Black Unity. So I'm getting.
They just put. There was one Miles album that just was announced a day or two ago. Mo-Fi. What's the shit?
Oh yeah, what is that? Oh, it's 7 Step to Heaven or whatever.
Yes.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're doing it on super vinyl.
I have the.
But that one's so easy to find.
I have the analog
production. I tend to except for Kind of Blue. I tend to really like the Mo-Fi Miles stuff.
Yeah,
that's just my take on my rig. because I got, dainty speakers in a loud room with a TV in the middle. So I need some help. And so the MoFi is helping my room.
Hey, I'll say one thing. I have it's my friend who.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien.
You know what I'm going to call
Sí,
John
sí.
Marino more now?
What?
Yo escuchan.
He's the guy who takes records I want to get rid of from me.
Any day any day.
So here's a cool story. So John Marino and I went to Common Wave, which is a very high-end audio place in downtown LA. Yeah, I sold that to John for what I paid for it. I didn't try to make money on it.
No one believes that.
But I must have gave him 15 records. But they were trying to clear up space in their place, and they had a bunch of really good records. I got a 75 pressing of I've showed this earlier in the stream, but for those who haven't seen Funkadelic.
What did that run? Can I ask what that cost?
So they're none. Hey, I look like Brandon. So they're none for sale on Discogs. This is a 1975 pressing.
Let me guess.
It easily goes medium is like 100.
I'll say 75.
$54.
Good price for that record.
Right, and then I got I showed a Betty Davis record that was $1.
What's a dump? Not that Betty Davis.
No, it's the that was Miles
Was
Davis.
it Light in the Attic reissue or original?
No, it's an original for $1, and that the worst condition sells for like $50 up.
Wow,
I got
that one's
this.
pretty.
This is amazing. It's my
Why are we going
favorite.
through these records again?
Now. Huh?
You're turning into Mike.
How am I turning into Mike?
the
You just
four
show all this shit like 30 minutes.
Harry, the four
No,
men in the
if I was
beard
Mike,
are
I would
shite.
post this album everywhere I could. I didn't.
4 Men in a Beard are shite. If you have those records, you don't deserve to have a record collection.
This one is good. Here's the Betty Davis. Sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
I want that one.
Is that an original?
Yes.
You
Wow.
just said it was an original.
I know. I wasn't paying attention. The Light in the Attica, those were really good.
Yeah.
And I'll show you the other one. I'm selling the Betty Davis, and I'm selling this because this is an original mono.
Wow.
This was $1. The one album that got away, the guy next to me found the Kenny Burrell, John Jenkins. There was only 2 initial Blue Note pressings of it. 57.
Why are they so cheap? Why are they so cheap in an LA store?
Okay, Mazzy, listen, I'll talk slow. They're trying to clear up space in their store, and they got rid of records.
Yeah, but
So
like $1, really? $1? I mean,
and that guy's buying another collection too, a bigger collection.
Well, he said he might not get it, but he said he was going to dump more dollar records there. I got that for $1. A lot of good dollars. So, John, show the ones. Let me make you big so you can show what you got.
Harry, you can bid on. You can buy it from Rob.
Hey, you know what I found there? This is a mono copy, $25 mono.
That's an American, right?
Yes. It's American, and it's like VG plus condition.
Which let me see the label.
Okay, let me whip it out now.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Well, hey.
Matthew, I'm not selling the Maggot Brain. That's for me. Sorry.
Yeah. So.
That'll go.
Oh yeah. So that's a good price, $25.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So they had a lot of.
I would have sold you for 20, but that's okay.
A lot of stuff was not in the best condition that they had high price on.
Right.
I think if you knew what you were buying.
But the Americans has different mixes than the UK.
I got this from Rob. I played it. I liked it. I'm very happy with this. It was sealed, so it sounded very good. Yeah.
That's
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, North Beach. That's Jim Marshall photo.
Yep. And you know what? I want to show you a record I bought like a month ago. You ever heard of a smorgasbord, Rob? The smorgasbord?
Man,
It's where you go and you can eat all you want.
Oh, is that?
Well, it's a marketplace in downtown that has food vendors and also record vendors.
Does that have Machito? What's his name? Machito on it?
You're talking? No, it has Chano Pozo, but he's not on this. Hold on.
Are they good price records?
Well, I got this. I think for $25.
I love Dizzy Gillespie's Afro-Cuban.
Look at that cover. That is so cool.
Great cover. His Afro-Cuban stuff's fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of this is arranged by Chico Faril.
Okay.
So they got Mongo Santa Maria. He's a conguero, and also Candido. He's on this.
Candido, that's it, right?
Yeah, but they have Mongo's name as Ramon. That's his name, Ramon Santa Maria. So
wouldn't it be great to hang out in Cuba around the time when these American jazz artists were there?
You know what? These guys, Francisco Avella, Candido, Mongo Santa Maria, they learned how to play congas on the streets of Cuba.
Yep.
So they learned in the best place ever. And by the time they're 20 years old, they're masters.
And Dizzy Gillespie's hanging out there, and those jazz guys in early.
But isn't Dizzy part Cuban or Caribbean or what is he?
I don't know. You know what? I think Billy Cobham is part Panamanian, I think. So, so these guys are mixed.
Wow.
Let's see. Hey, Brandon, you were talking about Luis Gasca, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got like maybe 3 or 4 of his albums. I would have to go dig them out. But Luis Gasca plays on a Janis Joplin album too.
He played a bunch. He played with a bunch of people.
Yeah,
but he crossed over into the rock stuff too.
Right. You showed the one with the palm tree on it, the big palm tree.
Find it. I have a few of his.
The Big W?
I would have to go dig it out. It's just somewhere back there.
Not the Big W.
Well, Luis Gasca has 4 records. Collage.
Yeah.
Luis Gasca, the one with the palm on it, and the 4th one.
Yeah, Little Giant.
There you go, Little Giant. Thank you.
And Born to Love You too.
Yeah. There's another one he has. It's a plain white background with a lady, like a black lady. Yeah.
It's like a blue.
Right.
That one's really good. And then there's the what's the other one? Collage, which just has a bunch of stuff on it. And I think that's on Fantasy or Atlantic. I can't remember. But he has those 4. I showed my 2 favorite. These are the 2 I like.
Right. Yeah. What was I? You mentioned Harvey Mandel, right?
Yeah.
Baby Batter. That's a great album.
Hey John,
it's more like jazz fusion.
Reposition your camera because half your head's cut off.
Sorry about that.
No, we want to see you talk.
Okay, sorry about that. You know what, Harvey Mandel? I didn't realize this, but he was playing with Can Heat at Woodstock. Yeah, I didn't realize that because I was looking.
He's in the Woodstock film, but his best album, which is kind of surreal psychedelic, is Cristo Redendum.
I've got that. on vinyl. Yeah.
Phillips, I think, is
Phillips. Exactly. Yeah,
because it covers.
Yeah.
Such a great album.
It's a good jazz fusion, blues.
Kind of psychedelic, spacey.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You know what? I got to see him once in the 70s at the Golden Bear in Hermosa Beach.
Cool.
That was like probably 77 or 78. And what was cool about the Golden Bear is you could smoke weed in there. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I got to see John Clemmer there. You could
smoke in like places like LA and San Francisco. You could smoke weed anywhere, like in that period.
Yeah, here's the Baby Batter.
Whoa. How was John Clemmer in concert?
But you know what? Kind of boring. You know what? His music's too soft and people were falling asleep. Really, they were.
As opposed to when he started, he was playing, more upbeat.
Stuff.
So that cadet stuff of his is badass.
Right. Let's see. Oh, Harvey Mandel is also, he's playing lead guitar in the Rolling Stones' Hot Stuff. That's him playing the wah-wah.
Yeah.
Because he was being considered to play with the Stones. But they went with, who'd they go with after that?
Ron Wood, probably.
Ron Wood, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, because they would have gone Mick Taylor to Ron Wood, right?
Yeah. Oh, in fact, okay. Here's like a best of CD that I've had for many years of Harvey Mandel.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I have the, what is it? The Grenade one. Grenade.
Yes, that's a Shang Grenade.
Shang Grenade.
Yeah, Shang Grenade. Right. You know what? There's a good best of also. I'm sorry for the reflection.
If you see this album, grab it. This is the one.
I've got that. Yeah.
Okay, is that the one that you guys are loving? The psychedelic
this
one?
Cristo Redendum. This album.
Redentor.
Yes.
Well, doesn't Donald Byrd do that also?
It's so good. It's been covered, but it's so.
And I think Felipe would know the interpretation, right, or what it means. Does it mean Christ the Redentor or something like that?
But Duke Pearson wrote it.
Well, okay.
I had no idea. I assume it's Duke Pearson. It says D. Pearson.
Yeah, I'm sure it's redemption, right?
They're speaking of.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Are you were you arrested while you went back home? Your visa?
Yes. I'm kind of here in the. Yeah, I'm just getting my bail paid, so I can't leave.
Is it what? Are you where are you at? I mean, I know you're in Brazil, but
Yeah,
where are you at?
I'm in São Paulo. That's my sister's place. I just came back from a bar with some friends, and now I'm about to crash. It's winter here. It's freaking cold.
Oh,
Now, where
no.
did you run into the Rev?
In Atlanta, I had a 5-hour layover, so we kind of arranged to meet there at the airport.
Stop lying from Felipe. He had to flee to Brazil for legal reasons.
Yes, I actually have him hiding in the basement here, so yeah, can't say much. Yeah.
When are you coming back?
Sunday night. I'm back in the U.S. Got to work on Monday, so I'm gonna be back there.
Have you bought any records?
How are record shopping going?
Yeah.
So I went record shopping today, but very just buy some local stuff for me. I went back to my my collection that was in storage, so I'm bringing some records back to the US with me, like all my original 90s rock and all that stuff that you guys saw in the video already. And tomorrow I'm going to go my Bossa Nova record buying tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, going to my dealer here.
You gonna have to ship them back, or are you gonna carry them on the plane?
So I have a way to pack them and kind of check in luggage, and the most valuable I just carry with me in my hand luggage.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just gotta make a good package, put it right in the middle of your bag in your clothes, in a very secure way, so it will stay there.
Hey, if you get a record from me, keep it away from your underpants.
I will. Okay. I'll put it next to my beer cans that are going in the bag.
So this is how you smuggle records from South America into Florida, South Florida.
Exactly. That's the great thing about having 2 passports. There's no custom by the way, so I can bring whatever I want.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
When you have 2 passports, do you have to use the same one on the return, or can you swap them out?
No. When I check in coming to Brazil, I use my Brazilian passport. I just use my U.S. passport to fly back when entering the U.S. pretty much.
But don't they say, well, wait a second, you didn't leave here. Why are you coming back? Is there a connection? Because if you left on a different foreign passport and you come back with, let's say, a U.S. passport.
Well, are you the police?
Maybe.
No.
Hey, does your U.S. passport say Jason Bourne on it? That's
Do you keep all your record boxes? You keep all your boxes of record unfiled in your bathroom. That's what I want to know.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
But I keep it away from the water so they don't get mold or anything.
But what if your swimming pool overflows?
No, I don't have a swimming pool. I think a swimming pool and boats are great.
Everyone in Florida has a swimming pool.
I don't. It's a great thing to have boats and swimming pool. That's my thing. It's great to have a friend that have one, but not me.
Yeah, you don't want to own a boat. You want to have a friend that owns a boat. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Yes.
Mazzy is the mole, clearly.
I whack that mole every chance I get, baby, Harry.
Yeah. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. The intercom is calling here.
That's immigration calling you.
Yeah, you have to have a chandelier in the bathroom with all your records, though.
I just got this in the mail.
Oh,
great.
That's my second favorite of the 4.
Yeah, and this one also.
Oh,
that is, I would say, out of all the Chad repressings, that might be the best sounding one to me.
That's good vibes. Good vibes on that.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah,
wait,
haven't-
now, John, you got that sealed Miles Davis to a record today.
Oh, that's
too.
right. Yeah. Well, okay. I have more. Hold on.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
They had a lot of cool posters there too,
What kind of posters?
like
what?
concert posters, a lot of funk and stuff. They were all old posters, but those were cool.
Was it crowded?
We got Felipe in the red.
Just the typical people you see it there. It was because it was
I don't know. I've
Friday,
never been there.
Friday morning. The typical people you see all the time. That's what I'm saying. I see all the time.
I got a sealed copy of this. It's
Okay.
later. It's a later pressing, but
It's 1970s.
yeah,
That's
I don't
cool.
mind. I don't mind.
Worst Miles cover ever.
Yeah, it's not very
Yeah,
good, is
yeah.
it?
But one of the best records.
Yeah, great
It is good,
music. Let's see.
But I agree, it's a terrible cover.
This was a free record. A group called Pleasure. There's more funk. Jazz
I remember
funk.
them.
Yeah, that was for free. One free record.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like he said, every fourth record was free.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He took the dollar records to the ones
Of course,
that were.
of course.
Yeah.
And then let's see. And Rob gave me some records.
Yeah, I gave him a
And-
shitload because I'm trying to get rid of stuff.
But you gave me this, and I'm glad I got this.
Yeah.
I love that record.
Yeah.
You know what's
So-
the version of the Border on there? Ry Cooter and Eric's or Jim, what's his name, wrote it, and what's his name sings it.
Harvey Kite. Oh no, hold on.
No. It's sung by the Spanish guy.
Flaco Jimenez.
No, Flacco plays on that,
Okay.
but Freddie Fender.
Freddie Fender. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, and it's so good. That's a
Can you
good.
sing? Can you sing the big Freddie Fender song for us, Mazzy?
The big Freddie Fender song.
Yeah, his big hit.
Lonely days and lonely nights.
Till the last teardrop falls.
Feliz Navidad.
That's Jose Feliciano.
Yeah, that's Jose Feliciano.
Oh, everyone did.
Come
that.
down with your racism.
But you know what's
Matthew.
good? What are those? What are those
Mazzy,
albums?
shush.
Yeah.
Brendan's
Brendan's gonna bring the thunder.
So you know
Oh
what?
no.
Of course.
Oh, did I offend?
No,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
offending
yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I couldn't stop at just one place today, so I went to
Yeah.
Record Safari, and I got this. It's a
Oh
reissue.
hell yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
wow.
reissue, but it's very well put together. It's got a
Reissue
lot of.
from when?
It's a comp.
Yeah, it's
Not a comp. It's,
you know, I don't know the date. I can't read it.
But does that have his famous song?
Yeah.
you mean Pink Moon?
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
not on
Pink
this.
Moon's on a different one.
But it's got a poster.
That's funny. You're finally funny after 3 hours.
Yeah, how much drinks have you had?
One.
That's a great record, man. I have that.
Yeah, and it has a lot of information. Look at this.
Was that his
Yeah.
suicide letter?
He didn't
I-
commit suicide,
Too
man.
soon? What did he
When
do?
When
Didn't he
died?
drown?
He was pretty down though.
He was pretty down, yeah.
He was a depressed dude.
He was.
Well, he had a little bit of success. I was watching the thing on him. He had a little bit of success, and then he like moved back in with his parents. I mean, it was like all the bummers happened to him.
This is a reissue on Sundays, but it's a mono reissue.
Yeah, I have that box
So-
with those in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this is Record Safari.
It was suicide. I thought it was an accident.
Yeah, come on.
Overdose.
Listen, the
Overdose,
rule is I'm right
suicide.
and you're usually wrong, Chris.
Tomato. Come on.
So when Rob visits Mazzy's death will be an accident or suicide.
No, it would probably be my death will be on purpose.
Sure.
Well,
you're both gonna kill each other.
Wax and Poetry Michael are staying here. I think they fly in with the.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we put the burden on Michael to be the
Okay.
witness.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
pick them
violent
up at the
crime.
airport. They come in like within 45 minutes of each other or something.
We have to give a history lesson here, though. Freddie Fender was in Angola for quite a while for just one joint, Mom says. And then Harry says, yes, Texas would lock you up for weed then. Angola's not in Texas, man. That's Louisiana. Come on.
Yeah, but Harry doesn't know. I don't know.
Listen, if Chris knows one thing, it's his prisons. He give a prison, he'll tell you what state it's in.
Well, I mean, Angola was actually the fucked up thing about Angola was it was a plantation, and then after the Civil War and slavery was ended, they figured out they could get they could just arrest you for crossing the street wrong and then put you in Angola for 2 or 3 years and make you pay cotton.
But Louisiana hugely corrupt for everything.
Yes, absolutely.
Blues. Anybody like the blues? Freddie King.
Does anyone remember Laughter? Now, what is that, an OG or is that just a reissue?
Yeah. No, it's a original.
He gets a lot. He gets a lot of Freddie King records there.
Yeah.
Well,
For some reason.
Yeah, that's like a 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. Record Safari is a great little store.
Texas would too. That's correct, Harry. They still do.
Where's that Record Safari? What part of LA?
Los Villas.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Right off of the 5 freeway.
It is never.
Go ahead.
Hey, John, would you attest? It is not the same record day to day. Record store day.
No,
to day.
you got to go once and then give it 2 or 3 days and go back. Don't
Wow.
go back right away.
They turn over their stock 3 times a week.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
you know what happened today? Coming home, I'm taking the 5 freeway north. My intention was to get on the 110 north to go home, but I missed it. And I said, well, to hell with this. I'm going to Record Safari.
Subconsciously, that's what you did.
I guess that's what it
Well,
is.
that's kind of the thing that's the thing in LA. If you find an off ramp that you can get off easily, you go there even if you don't have to go there. You know?
I've never
Another
driven
one.
Oh shit! Sorry, hang on.
It's another one I got at
T-Bone Walker, Funky Town.
Funky
Nice.
Town. Yeah. Original Bluesway.
Yeah, ELP. Yeah, Cotillion. Yeah.
No, this is a Bluesway.
No, I know. I was reading Harry's. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a OG Bluesway.
That's
Here's
part
a
of
question
ABC.
for you,
That was
John.
part of ABC.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
ABC had a lot of records. You know, I mean, a lot of blues. They had BB King, and they had. They had so many blues reissues and records.
Robert, John, did you see this comment from Roberto? He asked if you pick up Tito Puente's Mambo Diablo from Kraft or not.
You know what? No, I haven't picked it up. I might have an original. I think. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
But
pick
he
that.
does some. I think he does on Broadway on that some standards. Yeah. But I could dig out some more records.
Definitely.
Let's see. Give me a minute.
All right, start the timer.
Sing the Jeopardy.
Is there anything you guys want to? I can go. Stash is right next door. Anything you guys want to look at, or
You get me a vanilla shake with just a squirt of chocolate, please.
and a little bit of vodka in there?
No.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can show my high end records that I'm bringing up.
A little tincture, maybe a little tincture in it, but that's about
Tincture.
Tincture.
it. Tincture.
Oh, I want Matador.
This is a OG mono.
I love those old UA covers are so cool.
Yeah, I have the Impex of that one.
Yeah, I have the Impex of stereo. This is mono. It is a really good copy. The 250.
Good lord.
Does anyone know
That's
this?
gone up.
Does anyone know this?
No.
No.
So she used to be married to Ornette Coleman.
Oh, okay.
So on this record, this is a hard to find record still in the
So
trade.
did she get his record collection when he died? Did she get the Coleman collection?
Would you shove it up your butthole? So you got the Suns playing drums on here. 1975.
You know, the Jews can't even get along. You wonder why the Israelis and the Palestinians can't. Jesus.
Is that guy is the poetry guy? Is he Jewish as well?
No, the poetry guy. No, he's
Poor guy.
He's as white. He's as white as they come.
Yeah, he was.
This is a mono.
Great record.
Yeah, that's an original.
Yes.
Blues.
This is an original.
I have that.
Can you move the towel a bit?
What?
Nothing.
Move the towel.
Yeah.
I tried with my mind for.
I bet you did.
This is an You know, I found an OG mono of this at a thrift store, G condition. It sold for $200.
Nice.
But this is a stereo. It doesn't look. The label's got an X on it, but this sounds amazing.
Yeah, I have a British stereo. That.
Oh, that's a great record, man.
Yeah, I love that.
Wow, nice.
Is that expensive?
$40, right? 50.
You're muted. You muted yourself somehow, Rob.
You're muted.
It goes for $50 to $100.
I mean, okay. Now, do you have the reissue? That
45 reissue. That's why I'm selling that one.
Yeah.
And this is a $250 record.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll give you $50 for it right now.
You already owe me for like 10 records, so and you can't pay it.
Is there a VIG involved in this arrangement?
Do you want me to show the records I have for you?
Yes. Yeah, show everybody all the cool records I'm going to get.
Okay, let's see where they're at.
That's how late in the stream we are.
I don't know.
Who is wider, poetry? Oh, this is a good question. Who is wider, Michael Poetry on Plastic or Michael Jazz?
Wider?
Mike. Who's wider? Yeah.
Jazz Bomb Mike.
Does the oboe give poetry more street cred?
No.
Less.
All right, this is the records I have put aside for Chris.
I don't know, man. Yusef Lateef played the oboe. Come on.
I like the oboe.
Ooh, yes. I forgot.
Bob Stew. What?
Who's on that? Oh yeah, look at that. Yes. That'll be good. Hey, don't lose that.
Don't break it.
No, the records are. Oh, I have to swap out the good.
No, you're not going to swap it out, man. You already promised.
Good 45 is going to me. You're getting the well-loved 45.
Damn it. Oh yeah.
You wanted the Dracula.
I already have that.
I put it aside a long time for you. All right.
You sent it to me already. You sent me a copy.
Hey, Rob, who plays on El Chico? I forgot. Who's on that one?
Okay.
Does it have a Zabo?
It has
Look at that lamination on the cover. Nice.
if you ever see an Impulse Chico Freeman, Chico.
I know.
Hamilton,
I get them. I always get them.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. This is Jimmy.
He's talking to everyone else on the stream too.
Al Stinson. Sad. Oh, I didn't know. Watanabe's
Art
on.
Vandelay.
Gabar Sasbo.
Gabor Zabo.
Willie Bobo.
Nice.
Bobo.
Hey, but by the way, Willie Bobo's real name is William Correa. Who doesn't matter.
Is he related to Chick?
Let me
And
see.
Gabor Zabo is Hungarian, not Latin. So
This is a great.
Right.
And we know that.
well, some people don't. You know.
Does
I thought he was a guitarist.
I have a Duke Ellington bundle I'm going to put together, so I'll put this in it.
Yeah.
Gabor's he's a Hungarian gypsy.
Oh yeah.
That's a good record. That's a surprisingly good record.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear
Well,
that.
this is for Chris because I found a better copy than my version, so this is going to Chris.
That's a good record too.
It is. It's not an easy record to find, and
It's not expensive, but it's hard to find.
Hey, Rob, I found that at Amoeba. I got a copy at Amoeba.
Amoeba. I have the CD. I have the Japanese CD of it. That goes for some money, for some reason. The reason I'm sending this to Chris is I got this for myself. So this reissue does something. Mazzy, you could tell me if you've ever.
I can't wait to hear this.
I don't know what they were thinking, but they added someone kind of playing like an organ to the album. Have you ever heard of this?
A bad synth.
You mean
It's
like Music -1 or karaoke?
No, it's a great record with Andrew Hill playing his Andrew Hill shit. But you're listening and going, is someone playing a TV next door? And then you isolate that it's like soap opera music from the 60s.
It sounds like if someone said this piano trio is awesome, but it would be even greater if I put some strings from my Mellotron on it.
Exactly.
Overdubbed.
It's like Andrew Hill's playing, but all of a sudden your aunt comes in and slaps you across the face. Dun, dun, dun.
You know what I have to do is post on Instagram everywhere that record goes, because after I listen to it and it's terrible, I'm going to send it to somebody else.
That's kind of like four-way anal touch record.
So this, I think this to me is probably the top 3 CTI records.
Really?
Yes. This should really be an ECM record. It is awesome.
So
And
it's not funky.
No, it's very avant-garde. It came out as 2 different covers, 2 different titles. The other one has like a red cover with like a candle or something on it.
Is that the 6,000 or 8,000 series?
What are you talking about, man?
The other one's just called Joe Farrell Quartet, right? Or Quintet?
Yeah. The other one's called the Quartet. But this, if you find this record either way, outstanding.
What's the number?
Okay, I know where to get one for $18. I'll probably grab it.
This is 6,000.
Nice.
6,003.
So it's not funky. It's not like Penny Arcade.
It's very avant-garde.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then this one wasn't for me.
Yeah, I was listening to that the other day, and I was like, I'm not getting it.
Uh-oh.
You strong-armed me for this one.
Yeah.
You said to me, listen, I don't have enough Dick Hyman in my collection.
That's true. Everybody needs some more Dick Hyman.
Or enough Schnitter. You need more.
I definitely don't have enough Schnitter.
You know what? I was on the fence about selling this, but it's a really good record.
I have that record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah.
All right.
Dixon doesn't have that many records.
These are the ones that Chris has got to sell a kidney to get from me.
That's right.
There was a record over the last decade in the vinyl community. It started before my tenure. Then it kind of early on it came about when I was starting. It's a record like kind of an avant-garde record called 4-Way Anal Touch Fight. And it would go around and people would sign it and pass it around. And that was you had to do a video on 4-Way Anal Touch Fight. It's a real record.
Is it possible to be verbally assaulted by someone on a live stream?
And it's actually, as weird as it is, it's not that bad. It's kind of electronic, kind of artsy. But it was of course, the name. Be careful when you Google it, okay? But
hey, Rob, what happened to that Mac Davis record? The Mac Davis.
Okay, so Jim bought it as a joke. He put it in one of my bags. So when I got home, what I did is I took a record and skillfully cut the thing and shoved the whole album inside of it and put it in a plastic sleeve and gave him a stack of records. So he didn't know he had it until I was way home. And I get a text going, shit. It's the one with Mac Davis licking the foot.
Yeah, I have seen it.
Oh,
yeah. That's funny. Okay, got another one here.
I want that so bad.
Yeah.
Now, where did you get that?
You know, I got this on that Collectco.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sale. Yeah.
That's an expensive record.
Yeah.
Now.
I think I paid $40 for this.
Yeah. On Kudu.
And you know what? He does a Jimi Hendrix song called Power of Soul. It's really good.
That's the last song, I think, right?
What's the best record of his to get?
Oh, shit. Good question.
They're doing the Jazz Dispensary has a reissue of one of his records.
Yeah. What title is it?
It's the one with him. It's the one with him on the cover with the drums and he's drumming.
Yeah, there's about 5 covers like that.
Whatever, man.
Well, today at Common Wave they had House of the Rising Sun, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not familiar with that record, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah, that one, the one you got is pretty good. That's one of the best ones.
This one here.
On Kudu.
Yeah.
The one coming out is Black Rhythm Revolution.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that.
I think I'm gonna buy that bundle they have. It's a pretty good deal, man.
$80 for 3.
Yeah.
So this is not jazz, of course, but this is it's an audiophile pressing.
Oh, wow.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's transparent, right? You held it up to the light.
Yes, it is, and it sounds very, very good.
I've been lucky enough to come across 4 copies of it, each getting a better one. I finally found a mid copy.
You know what? I saw a copy at Atomic once, and I passed on it, and I'm glad I did because I got this one.
Well, now where'd you get that one at?
Record Safari.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot they did a special pressing of that. That's when I think the Bowie did all the clear records for Ryko when he redid them.
Yeah, but are those? How do they sound?
I think those are digital actually.
Right.
They are. They're DMM.
Yeah.
Honestly, Man Who Sold the World, which has never been a great sounding record. The mix is pretty bad. He redid it on those digital ones. That record sounds so much better on his remaster on the Ryko that it's worth it just to get that one. Because the ones, by the time they got onto RCA, by the time he starts doing, because Man Who Sold the World is the only Spiders from Mars that's not on RCA. And then he goes to RCA for Aladdin Sane. And those all sound really good, but it's worth it to just get Man Who Sold the World on the Ryko clear because it sounds.
It's hard to get that on vinyl because that was a CD era.
I have it on vinyl. It just sounds so incredible.
I don't think it's very cheap.
You can hear all it's just the original Mercury is a pretty crappy mix.
You know what? The very early David Bowie on RCA CDs, those sell for a lot of money because I think they use the original masters and they're a straight transfer to the CD.
Yeah.
So they're collectible. But those are the very first generation CDs that came out. Yeah. So they sell for like up to
we all got
piece.
duped rebuying all those how many Jimi Hendrix versions did they have?
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, when Bowie redid those ones for Ryko, I think in like 89, 90, they sound really good. I wouldn't say go get them all, but get Man Who Sold the World if you like that record because
I think
his remaster of it is incredible.
Yeah.
Didn't you buy the Hendrix UHQR, Mazzy?
I only have one. I have the second one, the first one. I don't have Axis.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I'm gonna sell my Axis, Mazzy.
Yeah, I don't want it. Because people will start like castrating me if I buy more boxes.
Well,
you can throw them away, man.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Beatles box. You probably have it.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
No, it's horrible.
Which Beatle box?
The black one?
The black mono one?
Yeah, I actually know two places in town. I think they're $1,200 both.
I have it. When they did after the time they did the UK blue BC13 blue box, which is a stereo, they did a red and they did a red box. Well, actually, the Japanese red and a UK black mono box. I have it. But how much is it going for? $1,200?
There's one. Yeah, one place has it's the same. It's that fold up, the hinge open black box.
Yeah, it's a UK one. Yeah.
And one's $1,200, and I think the other one's $1,250.
Well, the mono box is rarer than the blue stereo box.
I don't remember.
Blue stereo you can get from anywhere from $500 to $800.
Yeah, right. I don't remember. I'm guessing it's at a place where it's probably priced at what it's worth or a little less. So, I mean, both of the places are like usually 10 to 15% less than what most places sell for. Yeah. So it's probably a good price, but not a great price.
Right. Sounds like. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which 12-inch single? Well, it's a single.
It's a 7-inch.
7-inch, right?
Oh, okay. Which one?
So,
is that a record store day?
No, this is a import.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But what song is it?
It is. That joke isn't funny anymore.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say that out loud to Rob?
Well, because you're the one who won't shut up with bad jokes.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, Vicar in a tutu.
Oh yeah, Vicar in a tutu.
Yeah, Vicar.
Like a vicar.
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 Like a vicar, like a priest, right?
Yes.
Like Mr. Bean?
Like Mr. Bean when he plays the bean.
That's not the boy with the thorn. Which one is that?
No, this is Last Night I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me.
Right. I have all the 12-inch, almost all the 12-inch.
I got a few 12-inch singles also.
I love those.
Oh, which one was that? I've never seen that one.
I had the 12-inch.
I started something I couldn't finish.
Yeah.
I just love all those 12-inch covers.
They're great. They're great covers.
Yeah, Arnaldo has every single one.
Oh, I have that one.
You know who that is? That's Truman
Truman-
Capote.
yeah,
Truman
exactly, yeah,
Capote.
yeah.
It's a young Truman
Yeah.
Capote.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know the one with where he's got the milk? It's Terrence Stamp.
Oh wow.
They pulled it and he had to reshoot it.
Right. Yeah, that's Terrence Stamp.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then the other one's no, that's Morrissey. Wait.
No, that's Terrence
That's
Stamp.
Terrence
Terrence
Stamp.
Stamp,
He's holding the chloroform stuff, and Morrissey's holding a glass of milk
Yeah.
because Terrence Stamp wanted him to pull it.
And that's it.
Oh, those are cool, man.
Yeah. Not jazz, right?
No.
Yeah, fuck jazz.
Hey.
I'm gonna head off. I'll listen to you guys. I'm gonna go and do some stuff. But thank you for allowing me to visit.
Hey,
Always.
Rob,
Always.
Rob, any last words for
Mazzy.
Mazzy? Any last words for Mazzy, Rob?
No, I'm still writing down a whole toilet roll of things to tell.
Are you gonna have a lot of luggage when I pick you guys up?
I'm trying to pare down
Mental.
to a bag, but if I'm going to buy records there and bring them back, I'm trying to figure that out.
You can do a dig here in the Dizzy collection. If you
Yeah.
want. All right. See you guys. Thank you.
All
Okay.
right.
See
Bye,
you.
Mazzy.
By the way, Chris, the 45 that I gave you is BG plus.
Oh sweet. Okay.
This one's just mint.
I'm gonna fly there and take it from you. I'll jump out the window with it. It was a premonition. Your dream.
I had a dream where Chris came into my apartment, took something, and jumped out the window.
Is your apartment on the first floor or the?
No, second floor. So he
Oh.
probably died.
I didn't die. I did a barrel roll and landed on my.
You do live in the.
Not jazz adjacent, but cool. Agreed.
I'll tell you something that I've through things I'm proud of in my collection that I was able to fill up is a Stevie Wonder collection just by thrifting and stuff, like really good copies.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was been able to find a lot of because he was so popular. A lot of the stuff is trashed.
But if you look around, I've actually taken some where I take the cover of one and slip the.
You Frankenstein.
You Frankenstein them.
But both these are mint
Nice.
copies. So.
I wonder how my copy. I still have the copy I had since I was a kid of that one.
That's cool.
Question for Brandon. Did you get the Ghetto box set? Was that you?
No.
Well, who got it? One of the jazz bums got it.
I don't think so.
The Ghetto.
What is it?
Ghetto from Vinyl Me Please, the Ghetto Records box.
Right,
set.
right. Ghetto Records.
No, I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah. Okay.
They were sort of like the Latino Hispanic version of the Tribe box.
Oh, okay.
Right.
What did they have?
I don't know the acts on.
Hold on, I got it right here. Hold on.
Oh,
I'll
sweet.
get it.
Roberto has it. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna jet in about 15.
Yeah, I gotta
Listen
go
to
pretty
some
soon,
records.
but I want to see the Ghetto box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Chill.
We'll probably wrap it up after that.
My wife made some really good food, and I can smell it.
I'm gonna have ribs.
We need smell-o-vision.
Yeah, you would
Oh,
be smelling
so-
pork belly fried.
Probably smells better than Rob's apartment.
Well, that's one of the reasons you jumped out the.
What's that smell? God.
Because it smells
My
like pork
listen,
belly, but not
My
good.
apartment smells like Brute by Fabergé. I sprinkle it everywhere.
Nice.
It just smells like old moldy records.
No, old moldy man.
Oh God.
So these are more Latin Boogaloo records,
Oh, cool.
but they're the story behind this is that Joe Batan started this label called Ghetto Records, and he was kind of strong-armed out of the business somehow. There was a lot of issues going on because Fania and all these other guys, they kind of controlled, the whole Latin music going on at the time. So, but he put out these records. They're long out of print, and they go for a shitload of money. Originals.
Was he in New York?
New York, East Coast, yes. And but they're great records. It's killer Latin Boogaloo. Just great stuff. Got another one here.
Are those from the box, or you just have those?
Yeah, these are from the box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Who was it done with? Who's the company that?
VMP?
Because
What do you
like
mean?
the Tri box is done with Not Again, and you could buy those records
Oh.
individually.
You mean Now Again?
You can buy those individually.
Right,
The jackets are better in the box, but
Yeah.
same
I'm sorry.
pressings.
Oh, this is Vinyl Me Please.
No,
No.
I know Vinyl Me Please, but Vinyl Me Please sometimes does those in conjunction.
That's the box there.
How many records came in that?
Okay, good question. Let's see, 1, 2.
Hey,
3,
Novice Nick, I said the Bags
4,
Groove
5.
is one of the best sounding records I have.
3.
So yes, you're fine.
There's 6 recordes. 6 records.
6.
But
What-
Nick, you should get all 50 of them. They're amazing, all of them.
What would you say is the best one that they put
They're
out?
all. You know what? They're all good.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm a
you want-
stupid white guy. Which
Oh,
one is
okay.
the best one?
Okay, I'm not sure if you can find. Hold on. Actually, either one of these are good. I like them personally. I like either one of these, but I'm not sure if you can find these.
Singles.
Yeah. I haven't
Sometimes they'll break up the box. Sometimes.
That is true. Like, you know what? If Atomic gets the box set, they might break it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Pyramids, that Pyramids spiritual jazz, I've seen it broken up a couple times.
Mm.
And
I saw the Ornette Coleman box broken up.
I threw mine out the window, so.
okay, so this was okay. All the other records are taken from a needle drop. They're not masters because the masters are lost.
Ah,
Okay, but they still sound good anyway. This is the only one taken from master tape because Joe Batan still had the masters of this. So this is taken from masters.
That's a cool cover, man.
I
Good
know.
story.
Yeah, East Coast. There you go, Joe Batan.
I kind of want this now.
That's the one I want.
You know what, Rob? Personally, I think they're all good. It's hard to decide which is the better one.
is the box still available, or they sell out of it?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure.
I'm on strike on Vinyl Me Please. They're not putting out records I want.
Everybody else is gonna buy them anyway, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There you go.
Yeah, I kind of want this box. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting
It-
looking stuff, you know.
I like that classic late 60s, early 70s Latin Boogaloo. I love that music.
Oh yeah. Oh, Candido,
Yeah,
sweet.
Candido.
I'm selling a Candido record in the auction.
I got an old ABC.
Which one are you selling,
Latin
Rob?
I'll hold it for you if you want. It's him playing. It's the first one from the ABC Paramount with him playing bongos on the cover.
I
It's
think I know
it's
what you're
self-titled. It's
Self-titled.
Candido.
Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
I got a
Okay.
different one. This is the same thing.
talking about. Here's this is kind of weird looking.
Oh yeah, it is weird. Lots of ears.
I like that.
Yeah.
That must be a later one. That must be like
All ears. Okay, well that makes sense.
So how long were they around for?
You know, I'm not even sure. Maybe I didn't even read all the liner notes on this. Not too long, just a few years. Not too long. And Joe Patan, he's still around. He's still alive, still performing. So yeah, and I believe it must be out of print by now. I think.
Well, why don't you tell Vinyl Me Please that, because the ones they're putting out the next 3 months are just so not interesting to me.
Right.
Not in any of the categories.
Yeah,
you have the subscription, so you got to get them.
No, I was gonna join because they're giving out free records, but the last time they gave you credits and stuff, I struggle to find stuff I want.
Right.
Well, you know what? Notes and Tones just got the Tribe box with it, so that's gonna.
I understand, but they had a few extras. There's no more. Plus, again, that Tribe box.
Oh my god! My point is, you can buy a box. That's all I'm saying.
They released all the records separately.
I get it.
I have one of them, and I'm probably going to get all of them.
Yeah, I have a couple of them.
They're the Bernie Grumman mastered. They're the same mastering. Just the covers are not as nice as the box.
Did you find that Candido record you wanted to show?
I can. Do I have it? Let me see.
Well, I got one.
I think I know which one it is.
Have you seen this one?
I have not seen that.
That
one.
is nice. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
cool.
I've seen that.
It's good, man.
Yeah,
It's on
yeah,
ABC.
It's on ABC Paramount.
yeah.
Arrangements by Manny Album. I don't know who that is, but it's weird. It's like with a big brass band and voices and shit, but it's good.
Yeah. He finally.
I'm a fan of pretty much.
Yeah, he finally died a few years ago. He lived into his, I think, 80s or 90s. I mean, he was an old guy and still playing to the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
His Blue Note release is really good.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
What is that one?
It's something beautiful. I have it. It's it's like I think it's a 68 Liberty or 69 Liberty. It's really good.
Hold on.
Still available for $3.19. This must be for the Ghetto box. That's cool. You know what's interesting though? What about Vinyl Me Please? That pressing plan of theirs, if it's as good as I think it's going to be, they could have some killer shit coming, man.
It's like Something Beautiful or something like that.
I don't know if it's gonna increase their output. They got to get their licensing rights to shit.
No, I'm just saying the quality of the record should go up. Like that Herbie box I have is fine, but some of the records are kind of noisy, man. Like it's a $300 box set. It's pressed at GZ, so getting GZ to give you 6 perfect records is kind of a challenge, maybe.
I don't know where it is. I really have to do some hunting around for shit.
The Ghetto box is on wait list. Okay.
I got to decide what I want to listen to. I think I'm going to listen to this.
See, okay, yeah, that's fair. Roberto, I'm with Josh D on this. I would not get the Herbie or Quincy boxes from. I wouldn't buy any boxes from Vinyl Me Please right now. I would wait and see if they reissue them from their new.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. The rumored box, which they have a website with listings.
Yeah.
They're putting out an impulse box, or at least they said they were. All the titles that they revealed are the ones Chad reissued. I don't understand this.
I don't understand it either. It's dumb.
It's, again, another knock against Vinyl Me Please.
It's not. Well, it's maybe not even their fault because maybe that's all that they are allowed to press, dude. I mean, like
no, they could decide.
They can only license what they can license.
They could decide not to do it.
Well, why would they do that? It's going to sell anyway because people are going to buy everything.
Why are you defending Vinyl Me Please?
So I like Vinyl Me Please. They've always. I mean, every record I've gotten from them, if there's something that was wrong with it, they made it right. They also except for that box set, dude.
Fine. The decision making on what they're doing is I have an issue.
Well, it can't be all heat, man.
Why can't you just? You're angry all the time. Why can't you join?
I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry. You're angry.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
ABC.
Yeah, I'll hold that one for you, John.
Okay, all right, great, thank you.
That's cool.
And I found the Luis Gasca CD. I have a vinyl copy of this.
Oh, that's Collage, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Henderson's on that.
I think Delfino was talking about that record earlier.
Let's see.
I don't think he's on every track, but I think he's on it.
Okay. I can't read the line. Collage.
$269 for members ain't bad.
Is that a Fantasy or Atlantic?
Okay, this is a reissue on BGP, an import label. Yeah. But original label, I'm not sure what it's on. Not sure.
That one's not too hard to find.
The original is on Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get Did anybody buy that Dorothy Ashby box?
No, I would like to get it, but if it lowers in price, I'd get it. Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking too. If it goes down in price, I would like to get it.
Hey, what condition is the Candido?
Listen, man, beggars can't be choosers. It's I think it plays with slight noise.
Okay,
I'll give it to you for what I paid for it.
All right.
Unless you want to trade stuff, I don't know.
Trades are fun. I just start trading records. That would be fun. We should do a record trading thing.
Every time I sell something, I'm like, if someone wants to offer some trades, I'll generally do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
hard when you have a lot of stuff already, though. Sometimes.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot, where I'm like, sorry.
You have everything. Who do you think has the most jazz records out of anybody that we know?
I have a friend who has a lot.
How about the Jazz Shepherd?
Absolutely, that's what I was thinking. He's got like fucking 12,000 jazz records. It's insane.
All right, good. You answered your own question. Congratulations.
Shut up, man. I didn't answer it. John did. I'm trying to make content here. Come on.
All right, so I'm gonna go eat some crazy food.
Awesome.
Thanks for. Can you post on your social media the pictures of the meal, please?
Yes.
My wife, she has her whole food. Her Instagram is all food.
Damn, you're lucky, man. That's awesome.
Well, I actually cook most of the time, but
it doesn't come out. I'm going to send you a text, Rob.
Anyway, all right, she's making a Filipino dish that's really good. So, all right, I got to go, you guys.
Take care.
I will see y'all.
Yeah.
See ya.
Sean, I was going to join for that. Actually, 2 years ago, they were supposed to reissue a really high-end version of Monk's Music, and it didn't happen. They canceled it for Record Store Day.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to be on red vinyl. But I have an OG mono that I'm fine with. I'm not. And then Felipe actually sent me the Freddie Roach record, and I was surprised how good that was. He got a warm copy that he flattened.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a good record.
It is good. I was really impressed how good it was.
I mean, most of the records of them are good.
Hey, Rob, did you mention that the In-Groove had a sale?
So the In-Groove, it might still have a sale, and they didn't seem to have a lot of copies because when I never got this.
Right.
They had this for $29.
Okay.
It's a good deal.
So I think this was the only copy he was selling on sale.
I think the Sound of is it the Sound of Music? No, Sound of Music. Sound of Vinyl. Isn't that one of the Universal?
Sort of. So realistically, You Discover is not Universal Music. It's a company they hired to run that site. Sure. I think so. A sister site is Story of Vinyl.
Sound of Vinyl.
Sound of Vinyl. They're a sister site. They're the same company. I forget the name of the record distributor. It might be the Orchard or somebody, but I think Universal hires them to fulfill their website.
Yeah, but it's their store, so yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes when you can't get records because they're excluded on You Discover, the Sound of Vinyl has them.
I was going to say that was my point. Is the sale still going on?
Well, no, they changed it. It's not buy two get one free. It's $20 off 100.
Well, there's going to be more sales though. So the point is, for all these reissues that are coming out on Tone Poets and Classics and shit, wait to buy them. Well, not the reissues, but the new ones. Wait to buy them until those sales happen, and they'll have all the sites will have buy two get one free sometime this summer.
Well, I honestly believe that there's such an excess of vinyl that they're not selling. They're going to have sale.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they may be overpricing some shit.
John Marino, why would you do that to me?
Oh, fuck.
What did he do?
He sent me the food he's eating.
Oh, nice. That doesn't look as good as
Trust me, it probably is.
His pork. Oh yeah, I don't care.
It was very mean of you, John Marino.
What happened?
You sent me a picture of food.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, that's from John Marino. Okay, that's legit. Then that'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my wife's tacos.
I need some tacos, man.
Yeah.
What's the location of is it a restaurant? My wife's tacos.
It's home.
Hey, no, but I'll tell you, I know you get that at home, but the great thing about LA are those bootleg taco stands. I love those.
You know what? There's plenty of taco trucks everywhere. We got some here in Pasadena on Fair Oaks, and there's at least 2 of them that are really good.
They're supposed I want to go to this place on Atlantic in East LA.
Uh-huh.
What are the Mexican pork ribs called?
Carnitas.
No, well, that's fried pork. No, they're like full ribs, and they grill them. I forget the name. So this place makes those, and I want them so bad because the social media. Somehow on TikTok, I keep getting the videos for that place.
Right. Well, go early. Go early. Don't go late.
No, I know. When they sell out of the food.
Right.
No,
and
right.
Also,
we have them in Santa Monica or in Venice. They're on the street.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
But this place is different.
This is a challenging question, Roberto. Texas versus Cali tacos.
I've been.
Who knows?
You're obviously you've lived and grew up in Texas, but I have family from Houston. I love Tex-Mex food.
Mhm.
I love it. It's great, but it is not Mexican food. It's different.
Right. It's different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
we have Mexican food too, though.
I don't think it's fair to make the comparison.
I think it's fair because we have everything you can possibly want here.
They're probably both good in their own way. I think.
Yeah, they're all good. They're all good.
I agree with you. In my experience, this is just my experience. I don't think it's a fair comparison. That's all.
I've eaten about 100 taco trucks. Are great here, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
Especially at 2 o'clock in the morning if you're drunk.
All right.
yeah.
Hold on. Let me. I'm going to show you what these things look like. I mean, first of all, this is what's great here in LA.
Mom has a comment for you. You shouldn't be eating pork ribs. So
I'm not religious. So when they have that spit with the pineapple on the top,
oh yeah,
oh my God,
yeah,
yeah,
yep.
Oh
yeah,
like that.
I want to go to Mexico and go to all the cities and have the tacos they're known for. I mean, that seems like the thing to do.
Wait, they're coming up on these rib things. Hold on, this chick is just going to town. That all of them have that spit.
Yeah,
I go to Leo's Tacos on La Cienega in Venice. So these things, see?
Yeah.
You don't know those I want so badly.
I would have to ask my wife; she would know.
Go get some, man.
The Al Pastor in LA, outstanding.
I know.
Yeah. Mom's telling us what's up, man.
Al Pastor.
Yeah.
No, I went to high school with Al Pastor.
What city are those from, John? Do you know? Al Pastor?
What city?
Is there a city in Mexico they're known for?
I have El Pastor.
You know what?
La Ciudad
Listen,
Al Pastor.
I'm not going
to.
I don't know. You know what? I'm Mexican American. I was raised here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, stop stereotyping people.
Stereotyping anything. I'm just asking questions.
Hey, John, ask Chris where the best mayonnaise sandwiches are.
Where are the best?
This is a fact. Listen to Mike. In Texas, you can get food from every region in Mexico. That's true.
I'm almost certain in LA, you can get.
Of course, we're both bordering Mexico. You can get.
There are over 22 million people in LA. You can get every food here.
Hey, Rob, in East LA, there's a place called El Tepeyac.
No, I know. Okay, that's a famous place.
Yeah.
It's near USC, isn't it?
Look at this.
It's in Boyle Heights. Yeah,
that place is famous. They give you a burrito that big, right?
Exactly. And if you finish it, they give you a second one.
Yeah.
It's called
Al Pastor is they were brought from the Turkish and Arabic people to Mexico, which makes sense because that shit looks like a big gyro log. I mean, that makes sense. That's cool.
Look, I'll fly to Mexico City, but it's much cheaper to just walk out of my place. To a
exactly.
Cheaper.
You know what I also like, but I can't eat a lot of bread anymore. Is the sandwiches, the
sopas.
Tapas.
Yeah.
They are.
I know.
Where they make.
They have bolillos, the big bread bolillos.
Yeah, not the bolillos, but because they have the cutlets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They put the cheese and
yeah. Well, my wife takes a bolillo, cuts it open, and puts all this for breakfast. A bolillo with egg and beans and cheese and man, it's delicious.
Hey, listen, Josh D, I have rent control, so I can't tell you what the average price of rent is. I'll tell you this. There's this place, Best Tacos. It's called Taco Bell. I'll tell you a good story. So I had to go to Boston for work, and my boss went to college there, and I used to be a big foodie person, and I said, "Oh, where should I go?" He goes, "There's a famous roast beef place. I forget the name of it. Just ask anybody, and they'll tell you where it is." And I was in Randolph, Massachusetts, which is a suburb of Boston, and I was at a movie theater recruiting people for a test screening, and there was an usher guy, and I said, "Yeah, hey, I heard about this famous roast beef place, blah, blah. And this was before I could look up stuff on the phone.
Right.
He goes, yeah, you make a left over there, you make a right. It's called Arby's. It's awesome.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you're right, Roberto. It was Arby's.
Arby's. Hey, Rob,
the real place is called Kelly's in Boston.
I just sent you another one to tease you.
Well, you know what? Believe it or not,
just to a room or something. You're gonna start titillating pictures.
In a lot of cities, Whole Foods have these giant Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Like they have 700 employees.
Yeah.
There are two not far from me, two separate ones. The one near me in Venice has a smoker, and they make incredible barbecue. So I got some ribs from there. It's really is good.
That's about the lightest you can get barbecue.
For you, John Marino.
Can you get any wider than that, though?
I'll trade you a Candida record for this.
I was going to say, if you behave, Rob, if you behave and you're nice to me, you'll get some of that stuff. Some of that food.
I can't guarantee I'll be nice to you.
All right. Yeah. Well, someday maybe we'll fix you up.
Well, yeah. Tomorrow, we're gonna go to that. And like, here's the bad thing: it's cheaper to open places in Orange County, so like a lot of places are not even near me. You know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Hawaiian food. There's great Hawaiian food in LA. All types of ethnicities.
Hey,
where
was that John Wayne Airport at?
That's in Orange County.
Okay, yeah. That area is fucking awesome, man. I was there for a couple of weeks. Holy shit, yeah. They had one of those big Whole Foods there, and it was like in an giant outdoor market.
Yeah, there's one in El Segundo near the airport, and there's one near me in Venice. Gigantic.
You know, here in Pasadena, there's so many eateries. They're everywhere. I mean, there's so many restaurants.
Hey,
you know,
the mom's right. Lee's Sandwiches is a Vietnamese sandwich place that's here in LA, where they make the banh mi sandwiches. That place is good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm hungry now, so I'm gonna go.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a pleasure spending time with you.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel worse than I did at the beginning because Chris insulted me and made me feel bad.
And now you're hungry. Now you got to eat.
You're hangry, man. You need to get a Snickers so you'll feel better.
I'm severely hangry, people.
All right, this time I'll end the broadcast at the appropriate time instead of
accidentally
halfway through the show.
All
See
right,
you, everyone.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.